listening slow. You know what I mean? You ain't try him and it don't hurt me.
Wow.
Hey,
That good.
how are you?
I'm good.
How was your weekend?
Busy.
It was busy?
Yeah.
Man, I could have been less busy.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you just lay around?
Lay around. It's the way weekends were intended.
Right.
That's
In
the
your
true
underwear,
definition of
and
weekend.
That's about
Oh, I don't know how you want to visualize me, Tara.
Well, I
but
mean,
if that does it for you.
Yeah, it does.
And that's what happened.
Oh, goody.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds pretty fun.
In my gray polo boxers, baby.
Didn't move from the couch once.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just nonstop Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Marathon, and
Woohoo!
there it is.
Oh, toodles.
Mishka.
Well, yeah, I know.
Okay, yeah, well, we understand.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You didn't hit Shrek the Third?
Shrek the Third? No.
Number one at the box office.
Well, we're too young for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would agree.
Well,
although
you would enjoy it,
we got
probably.
Me,
underwear.
personally, I never saw the first two, so I don't think I'll get much out of it.
Well, you won't get much of the
no,
storyline
you
then.
No. You saw the first two?
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't? Come on.
I don't feel like I could do that to Shrek. Just waltz on in like I own him after not seeing the first two movies. That wouldn't be the true test of faith and loyalty to the movie series that is Shrek.
Right.
You've seen the first two?
Yes.
Did you guys go
And
this
who
weekend?
do you go with?
I believe I saw Shrek with my wife, and I saw Shrek 2, and I
What
saw
about
that
Shawshank Redemption?
That's a good one as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think you'd like that as well.
Yeah, I've seen that
Yeah,
a
I'm
couple
sure
of
you
times.
Shrek 2 I saw on the video.
On the video?
Yeah. I got the DVD.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Whoa. And, all right.
And you'll see Shrek 3 on the video too.
I just don't
Probably
know if
so.
a guy who's like mid to early mid-30s is seeing Shrek by himself, or I don't know.
Well, I'm sure it's a good date movie for people who like to go out, maybe.
Yeah, but you don't date.
Well, no, I know. I did actually go to the
Did you
first
ever
one.
date in your life?
I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Went out a few times.
What was your dating prime?
Oh, man. My prime?
Yes. What was the peak of your dating existence? Was at what age?
Now, what do you mean by dating? I mean, just going out with a girlfriend?
If I have to break
or...
down the definition of dating to you, then I'm sorry that that pretty much says all I need to hear.
No, I think I dated early on in my career.
What was the peak age of your dating?
Probably early
I'm comfortable
20s, I
talking
guess.
about this.
Yeah.
Dating. Well, early 20s?
Probably.
Early 20s.
Yeah.
And in the peak of your dating life, early 20s, meaning what? Can we go with 22? Can we go with 23? Where do you want to go? I asked for one age.
Let's
That
go
was the peak.
23.
Your peak dating existence was at age 23. Okay.
Yeah, 23, 24 maybe.
Oh, geez. Now, at 23 and a half, at 23 and a half, how often would you say in a given month you would go on a date?
Like with different girls or the same girl?
I don't really care. I mean, just like the actual, hey, it's a night where I'm going to get myself showered and
Smelling all good.
get the teeth floss there and pick her up, and
Pull my own finger a few times.
I hope it goes well. And how many nights like that were there in a particular month? This is the peak of your dating life, yes.
Yeah, it wasn't many, I wouldn't say, but
More than 2?
a week?
A month.
Oh, a month. Yeah, I was going to say, geez, a week. Yeah, maybe 2 a month. Maybe. But it's usually, you know. But then when I latched onto somebody,
Oh,
I
geez.
was usually a problem for them for a long time. So
Latched is the key word.
Yes.
Mom, you won't leave me alone.
Like a parasite does, is what you're saying.
right. Once I go out with them, I figure they like me, so I give it a good 2 years.
You should probably stop figuring that about most people.
And the peak of your dating life, this was later, after 23 and a half, you had sex with Jose Canseco. Is that right or wrong?
I did, yes. He was very good.
How long did you date Jose?
Steven's the third
Wasn't that
batch
like
brother.
3 or
I
4
was, yeah.
years?
Well, he had sex with Jose Canseco, Terry, in his later 20s. His very late 20s.
Yeah, I know that, but wasn't that for a time?
That was, how long did he go out in that situation?
I was mid-20s, actually. And
That
it
was mid-20s?
Like,
It was, yeah.
Really?
Like 95.
A long time ago, man. That was like 96, I would say. 96, 97, because I remember it.
Yeah, actually, it did start
you
in
guys
96.
just-
We've been
Yeah.
friends for that long.
It started in the late 95, but yes.
I think it started in mid-96, by the way.
Well, no, because I remember specifically when we were talking about it on the air, it was right after the Christmas break.
Well, the Christmas break, you didn't meet her until the Christmas party, which was the
95,
first.
yeah.
Yeah, but she wasn't at that first one. She was at the second one. So I think it's late 96 or mid 97.
No, I guarantee you that it was after 3 months after the beginning of the show.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
So she was at the first incident.
She wasn't at the. She was not at the party.
Oh.
She wasn't at the party, but she.
Wait, how did we find her?
Wait, yes, she was.
I think you're
wasn't she?
mistaken, Stephen. I don't think you remember. I think you blocked out how you had sex with Jose Canseco.
Wasn't
I didn't
she a
block that
friend
part
of
out, but-
somebody who came to that
That's right.
party, right?
That's
Well, there was only like 5 people there.
That's right. And then she
And
wasn't
she
one of
was-
them. She was at the second one. Stephen didn't meet her till late 96.
No, she came down for another specific reason. She was. You wanted people who were maybe interested in me because I was like
Oh,
some
yeah,
sort
yeah.
of.
Oh, dude.
The most eligible bachelor or
Is
something
that
like
right?
that.
No, that
Yeah,
is
those
right.
days are
He's
long
right.
gone.
Whoa.
He's right.
You're the most eligible bachelor.
Well, I was, yeah.
Not
Look at
really.
me.
Anyway, so
It was a bit, yeah.
So it turns out that Stephen wound up. It turns out that Stephen started going out
A radio
with
stint.
this girl that
It was.
that had sex with Jose Canseco. He didn't know that. She didn't make that clear to him at the time or during the time that he was going out with her. But because she had sex with Jose Canseco, Stephen
Allegedly,
obviously had sex. Well, she claims it. Unless you consider her a liar, you went out with her for over a year.
Well, yeah, over 2 years.
Over 2 years, you
Yeah,
went out
that's
with
what
her.
I was. That was the initial
Wow.
question. How long was that?
Once you date
little-
somebody, it's like 2 years for me.
Wait,
I'm in for the long haul.
All right, so you went out with her over 2 years, and you didn't find out until late in the second year
Yeah, I was late.
that she had sex with Jose Canseco. She kept that from you, which, if you would have had the knowledge that, hey, I'm having sex with Jose Canseco here, I mean, because if she had sex with Jose Canseco, Terry, there's still Jose Canseco residue in her system.
Right, we established that.
That's nice.
And that means he has sex with Jose Canseco, Terry.
Right.
How long
Kinda
does the
60
residue last,
60
out of
degrees
curiosity?
separation thing.
You're saying she could have lied about that.
No, I don't think she. Why would she?
Mm-hmm. Well, then you had sex with Jose Canseco. How was it?
That's why I think she lied, is because I don't want to admit that. He's pretty good.
She has a pretty liberal scale as far as her taste in men, huh?
Well, Stephen
Would you call that a downgrade from Canseco to Kilbreath, or is that an upgrade?
It's just different.
Uh-huh.
It couldn't be more
Stephen,
different.
weren't you the only white guy she's ever dated, though?
that I
too?
cannot confirm.
I think
but
Stephen's a lot more
Terry
like Ozzy Canseco.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was a good guy.
Well, who's that?
Ozzy.
Ozzy?
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
Well, that's his twin brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So not only do you have sex with Jose Canseco, but because he has an identical twin brother,
Oh, yeah.
Wow, with
You
the
had
same
sex-
DNA and everything.
you had sex with Ozzy Canseco, too.
So that makes 3 men I've had sex with.
That's right.
Oh, whoops.
Oh,
2
yeah.
men.
Oh, wow.
3 men and a dog. There you go.
The T-Man Show.
Beyonce leads with 6 nominations. Jay-Z's got 3. Ditto for Jennifer Hudson and Akon.
Oh, yeah.
Extra was there as superstar 50 Cent helped announce the nominees for the BET Awards 07 in Hollywood, where rising star Robin Thicke was beaming about his Best Male R&B nomination.
It's really an honor.
And the honors will be handed out live
How about
on
that?
BET June 26th.
Terry, how about that? Robert Thicke, who doesn't have a black bone in his body,
Not one.
is gonna perhaps win the Best Male Artist of the Year award or something like that.
R&B
He is
Artist of the
He
Year.
is like the Jackie Robinson of BET, Terry.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
And his dad
Huh?
is, who's his dad?
Oh, I don't remember. He put in some cheesy little sitcom
Yeah, he
called
did.
Growing
I know.
Pains.
Alan
maybe,
Thicke.
maybe I heard of it. Yes.
But Angel
Star
says he
too.
does have a black wife, so.
Who's that? Robin Thicke?
Yes.
Wow. Well, there you go.
That makes him black.
Yes. That's why Terry Frey thinks she's black.
Correct.
Jennifer is a flip. A white flip.
Vinnie the Pooh, did you hear how loud he said, uh-huh?
I know.
When I said that's why Terry Frey thinks she's black. He doesn't really hesitate to get a knock in at you, Terry.
No, I know.
He loves it.
Yes, especially since you've been, like, getting on him for all he thinks he's going to conquer in the Bay next week. Because, you know, he's flying down
Right.
from the Northwest to the Bay next week. He loves being a part of the scene, Terry. And I'll be the first to admit, Terry has a point here in pointing out how you and Angel are making the same exact mistake again.
Nah, see, Terry went overboard. We were in the chat room, and
All right, let me just finish my sentence, and then you can respond. All right? It was just a few weeks ago, the Bomb 2007, where these two doofuses, Terry, claimed they were going to take down, they were going to wreak havoc on all the women, basically, that they wanted to spend time with at the Bomb. They were going to be able to take down, no problem. Well, what happened? The next morning, they looked like just raggedy fools. Really nothing to talk about as far as any major stories of conquest whatsoever.
Right.
And now, Vinnie the Pooh's going to be back down in the Bay next week. He doesn't have a flight yet, which is kind of interesting to me since it's Memorial Day weekend, and he expects us to jump on a plane with no problem. You're expecting that, it's going to be like friends fly free or what?
I mean, it's not going to be a problem.
It's going to be expensive.
More,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're willing to pay that. Okay, fine. Yeah. And he's already talking in the chat room, in the Wild Space chat room. These two guys are at it again of how they're just going to bring the ruckus to all the ladies of the Bay over Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, ladies, watch out. Cover your backsides.
Pretty
It's on.
much.
And I'm just wondering when you guys learn not to hype it up so much, only to lead everyone to disappointment.
That's not the case. See, Terry wanted to jump to every conclusion possible. All I said was hotel party Sunday night. That's all I said. And then Terry was like, "You
don't even have a hotel yet."
I'm gonna get one. Don't worry about that.
On the curb.
See, look at that. Just
See? Exactly what she sounds. By the way.
For real.
All right, so you're saying that you will get a hotel.
Yes.
And you're saying that there's going to be a big hotel party.
Oh, yeah.
I had mentioned it, and then
all right. Now, last time you stayed in San Jose, where are you staying this time? You staying in San Francisco? You staying outside San Francisco? Where are you staying?
I'm gonna
Just
stay
so I
in San
know where the big
Francisco.
hotel party is, because I'm going, Terry.
Woo-hoo.
I don't think I'll be there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, nothing will be going on because,
Terry, like I said,
It'll be him and Angel just
hanging out,
working each other over in the hotel room. Or
What are you doing?
With a combined weight of 215 pounds. Angel and Vinny.
That's great.
Now,
oh my goodness.
when do you plan on getting a hotel? Where do you plan on staying?
Today.
Do you know where you want to stay? Around where you feel like you want to stay this time around, or what?
Someplace in Union Square.
Uh-huh.
At least that's what it said on the internet.
All right. Well, you better be ready to dole over the cash.
Yeah, it's sad.
All right, and you're telling everyone in the chat room right now the big hotel party is Sunday night,
biggest.
and of course he's doing it Sunday night because Memorial Day no one has to work, Terry, which is Monday, so they can party till whenever. And they don't have to worry about work the next day.
No, I know.
I don't know if Angel's scheduled to work on Memorial Day, but I know Vinny's not.
No,
We make sure Vinny gets a day off on a day like Memorial Day when it's a national holiday and everyone should be off.
Right.
But you're already acting like idiots.
See, I'm not
making the. Yes, you are.
I didn't hype it up though.
You're hyping it up.
I just let the people know what a party was.
Yeah, and then
What
Give
about
me Angel's
that
number.
is?
Give me Angel's number right now.
What about that is
Angel
hyping
says,
it
but
up?
this time I'm putting on my cape. Like he's gonna have some big plans.
you're
Probably,
hyping it up
probably
by
literally
doing
means
that.
he's putting on a cape.
I know.
Well, Vinny asked me to. What?
I mean, you're hyping it up by doing all this, Terry. You get a
No.
kick out of it.
Let me ask you
get a
this.
kick out of it
How am I hyping it up?
by doing all of this.
Let me ask you this.
The high pitched voices.
All right,
and-
let me ask you this.
Who's got the
that's you,
high
by
pitched
the way.
voice?
We say when you get excited, your voice gets higher pitched. Right?
Yeah, but it's not as high as his when he gets
Okay,
excited.
okay.
When Terry gets excited, her hormones kick in, she becomes a woman. Vinny, let me ask you this: are you voluntarily going into the chat room, the Wild Space chat room, and saying there's going to be a big hotel party on Sunday night, or did Terry do that for you?
I did that.
You did it on your own.
Yes.
So then it's not like Terry is misrepresenting the situation.
If
You're going into the chat room again, and you're hyping up something that is just going to be probably a big nothing.
Okay, I took it.
Big nothing.
Listen, I took that to one level, but she took it to like 2 more levels past that.
All right, tell us what we can expect at the big. All right, you tell us what we should be thinking about here. You're promoting the big hotel party on Sunday night. All right?
Promoting.
And what? Well, going into the Wild Space chat room and saying all about it is promoting it
Just
to some extent. Now,
Trying to
what's
get people there, right?
Making
if
aware.
I were to show up, which is very unlikely,
Solo cups.
what am I to expect
Oh, then I'll be there.
Yeah, for real.
at the big hotel Sunday night extravaganza?
Good friends, good people. No, of course. Alcohol and females. Is that what you want to hear, Terry? Prostitutes owe the millions.
Prostitutes.
Well, I want to hear from you.
Jeez, Terry.
I want to hear from you if I walk into that hotel room, what I'll be seeing.
Gotta have an idea of what's going to be at your party.
Oh, hopefully we're gonna, go to the club and then, wrangle some
Wrangle.
some nice, confidants and let them know that
Well,
hey,
nicely put. I like the way you put that, actually. I got to give him credit for that line, Terry.
A friend and a confidant.
He's going to go to the clubs and wrangle some confidants.
You ripped that off from the Golden Girls.
Back to the hotel room. Some confidants. I like
and then
that.
we can just keep the party going.
That's not disparaging. Even when dudes are calling women brazies or whatever they choose to call them on a given day, Terry. it can have a little overtone of being disparaging or demeaning.
Yeah.
But to call them confidants, Terry, there's nothing negative about being a confidant.
No, everybody's running to be.
It's not demeaning to say you'll have sex with me and shut up about it. There's nothing. I don't want you ever to breathe a word of it. There's nothing that is disparaging about that, is there? Nothing I can think of.
Right.
You will do me and never breathe a word about it or die? There's nothing I can think of.
If you think I'm lying, check your brake lines.
Fascinating. Well, let's take the first 3 calls right now for the hotel party.
Yeah, special passes for the VTP
Free passes, yes. Free passes to the Vinnie the Pooh.
Okay, this isn't hyping it up.
You got to skip the line.
Passes.
You get the-
Hey, and Jizzle's in there going, hey, we're going to have scalpers outside of the hotel.
Matthew in San Francisco is on the line, but he's been on the line for a while. What's up, Matthew? Matthew hung up. He knows he can't hang with this kind of crowd.
No.
Let me call Ann Jizzle and find out who's really... When are they going to learn, these two, man?
Never.
It wasn't embarrassing enough for them the day after the bomb, Terry?
I know.
T-Man.
Exactly. How do you expect a man to find shame in his existence, Terry, when he starts every phone call with T-Man?
I know.
Even with his own parents.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Ann Jizzle. When are you going to learn from the air of your ways? I said the air of your ways. I mean, you were in the studio the morning after the bomb. You and Vinnie looking like the 2 most defeated guys in the history of the world after unsuccessfully being able to live up to your claims of taking the bomb and twisting it inside out, and you just look like 2 losers. And
I wouldn't
now,
say we're a loser.
and now, hyping up this hotel party on Sunday night. Is that something you really want to be doing, or what?
Yeah.
They're slowly turning into the guys from Night at the Roxbury.
Slowly. How about the Diamond Lane?
I thought they had like some sort of ability, but I guess not. I mean, that's who I'm picturing there.
Can you even do the sprinkler? What is it called?
I have no idea. Not good.
No, please.
Just doing the head bob.
Okay, listen. Yes. All right, here we
Terry,
go.
you got it down.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1-866-663-T-Man. If they are going to pull it off, if you want passes to the Vinnie the Pooh Sunday night hotel party extravaganza, he and Angel, better known as Ann Jizzle.
And Jizzle.
I don't know why the hype bothers you. I mean, it's going to turn out to be a big thing now.
Why is it? Why are you getting
no,
so
it's
gonna be
defensive?
fun now.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why.
Drop knowledge.
Because he knows that he can never make it live up to even the remotest small amounts of hype that we...
Big disappointment.
Yeah,
These 2 know that they've been nothing but big disappointments pretty much their whole lives.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's great.
Hey, guys, we got free HBO.
And the only people who know it better than they do are the women that they've been with.
Oh, man.
Stephen would like to know what
What sort of side dishes we'll be enjoying at the party?
I would.
So should I have dinner or no? I'm just kind of trying to get a gauge here.
Answer to that is always yes.
Yeah, Stephen can have dinner and have no problem taking down whatever is served at the big hotel party.
They won't have anything. A bowl of mixed nuts.
Robert in Walnut Creek, are you there?
don't even have that. What are you talking about?
I'm looking for Robert in Walnut Creek.
What's going on?
Oh, geez, Robert's a real loud guy. He's perfect for this. What can I do for you, Robbie?
Oh, just wanted to hit this little party up.
Full of dudes.
All right, Robert sounds like a nice enough guy. Robert, you had nothing going on for Memorial Day weekend or what?
Probably not. Maybe playing a little poker, but...
It's got after my own heart there.
Yeah.
All right, so you want a free pass. It's only a 1-pass deal. You can't bring a friend.
It's a 5-girl minimum.
Oh, right. See?
He's counting on Robert, who he doesn't even know from a hole in the wall, to bring 5 girls to.
Tells you something.
That just tells you something about how their hotel party's going to work
All
out.
Gisela wants to know in the chat room is, how can you talk about it when you don't even have a hotel yet?
Exactly the point.
I'll get a hotel in the commercial.
And if it was
Terry,
going to be anything big time that Angel was confident about, Terry, he would tell Robert, "Don't even think about bringing any women. Leave that to us."
Right.
But that's not the case. You have to bring a minimum of 5 women. And Jizzle says, How?
Well, I mean, that's not a problem, but I mean, I want some women there.
All right, listen, Robert, you have won yourself a free pass to the big hotel party extravaganza for Sunday night. If it happens, then the odds are around 6%. All right? Hang on. So basically, you've won a whole lot of nothing.
All right.
You might want to pick up on that, Pasty.
And Giselle says whatever.
Pasty's going to be there too, right?
Because the deal is, we don't let our listeners down around here. Vinnie the Pooh, I hope you're aware of that. Mm-hmm. When we make a promise, we keep a promise about 6% of the time. But in this case, we will absolutely not let Robert down. If you have a hotel party, you are to call Robert personally.
Come on through.
And give him the details, because he's won a free all-access pass. That means he can get...
All-access?
Yeah.
Whoa, you can use the bathroom, too?
He can get in the bathroom.
That's great.
He can use your towels.
Whoa.
Can't touch the minibar, though.
Quarters in the bed if he wants. Whatever he wants, he's got all access.
Catch him doing the groinal towel floss.
He could go on the balcony with the Geico cavemen. He can do whatever he wants.
Best.
You understand?
I do.
All the room service?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Good stuff.
Now, Al State wants to know if he can get all access.
Yeah. He got to wear the wings, though. Come through, family.
I don't know if I can take this any further until he actually gets a hotel room and a flight, by the way.
I'll do it in the commercial break.
Why you got to do that?
Oh, now he's so big time, he's going to do it in the commercial break, Terry. When we get back from break, he'll have his flight and his hotel already arranged.
All right.
Whatever.
Until you find out how much those hotels are in Union Square.
I do know already.
Hey, come on through the Travelodge.
He does know already, and it's not phasing him, is what he wants everyone to know.
He's a baller.
We'll keep
Oh, my God. Are you serious, Terry? You know how
Terry thinks you're a
stupid
baller.
you sounded?
You're a baller. Whoa.
Don't make fun of Terry on this.
Aww.
Terry, that was so 02.
That was.
This is 07, Terry. That was so 02. But anyway, her point is still kind of well taken. She's suggesting that you are a tiny bit, maybe a little bit larger than a tiny bit, of a wannabe. Never gonna be.
All right.
Now, I don't agree.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I appreciate that you appreciate that.
Oh, of course.
But Terry seems to be sold on that. At this time, I'm going to ask you if you would like to respond to that allegation of being a wannabe and never gonna be by Terry Free.
Well, anything that at 45, 6, however old you are.
She's not that old, but
Statement from a woman, I don't care. So anything you say, Terry, ain't gonna faze me. Don't worry about it.
Like it does, though.
Yeah, it does. He's
really does.
really sensitive.
I'm
about
sensitive?
it, so
Your
yeah.
wingman's getting attacked here, Angel. You going to say anything or no?
Well, you know, I think VTP and I are going to do real big next week.
Oh, yeah, where does he live?
What's Real Big's real name?
Next weekend, we have a big parade called Carnival.
Oh, yes.
And a lot of people fill the streets, and they think they're Latin. So they'll walk around the, like that.
Stephen, you fit in just fine. Me and you.
So that means you still go to the hotel alone.
No. The party's on the streets.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Funnel all the ladies who are half dressed in the hotel.
Oh, Lord.
I think he kind of knows. He's self-mocking a little bit, I think.
I'll put it this way. I got my hotel already taken care of, which, by the way, you'll not see the inside of.
Right.
And
Somebody said that.
I will tell you this. I don't even think you can get a hotel in Union Square anymore. I made my reservations for this coming weekend and all next week because we'll be in the Bay all next week, Terry, don't you know?
Right.
As you may have heard something.
Yeah, I heard something.
We go every couple of weeks, back and forth. Next week is in the Bay. And I made this hotel reservation because I want to stay in a hotel for the big Memorial Day weekend. That's where you want to be.
It's holiday weekend. It's going to be tough.
But I'm just telling you, I made it weeks ago, and I don't know if you can get one now.
I was looking.
All right.
I was looking this weekend, and there was some.
You better be ready to red roof in it.
Lucky to get that.
Like in who knows where.
Well, the party at the Red Roof Inn would crack just as much. It's all good.
As long as they got an ice machine and some towels,
You
it's
know,
on.
it's cracking. And a soda
Get some
machine.
Pepsi.
Let's do it, yo.
Good.
$4 Pepsi.
Okay. Well, Angel sounds like at least he has a plan. It's not a good one. But the man's got a plan. You heard his plan, Terry.
I did hear
he
the
plans to take advantage of the Carnival on-street fiesta.
Yeah.
If you're complaining about a $4 Pepsi in a vending machine, don't stay at Union Square.
All right.
How come you guys think I can't stay in Union Square?
I'm thinking I'm not saying monetary. I'm just saying it may be sold out, dude. It's a big weekend.
Yeah, it's a 3-day weekend. And plus, as
we
Angel
adults
said,
plan ahead on stuff.
Angel said, not only that, but you have Carnival, which is, you got tons of people coming into the city.
That's big time.
Yeah,
I'm excited now.
It's going to be a huge weekend.
Now I got to repack, Terry.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, baby.
A little masquerade mask.
That's right. You know that.
I know.
Got to bring my own Pepsi, too. $4.
Jimmy, settle down.
Okay, maybe I was just joking. Not really. Anyway. All right, Angel. Yeah, you guys sound like you'd have a fun time. Mm-hmm. Count me out.
Can't wait to see the pictures.
I'll roll on my own. Unless you two really call me with some big-time sounds of something going on in your hotel room.
You need like a disguise so you can show up and just kind of spy and see what's going on.
I don't think I'll have to... When you're the third person in the room, I think they're going to notice me no matter what I'm wearing. Let's get crazy and buy Borat again on pay-per-view.
Yeah. Wow. My name's Bob. I'm a listener.
All right. Well done, guys. We'll see what happens. We'll keep everyone posted.
Oh, yeah.
As the week proceeds, Terry.
You'll give away more passes, too, right?
More passes to the hotel that is... unknown at this time.
And everybody wants you to post the pictures after you come back.
It's amazing how people want pictures posted and they want access to an unknown hotel room.
A party this hasn't even happened.
Every phone line is now taken. People want a pass to an unidentified hotel, unidentified because they don't have one.
You may as well give away a date with the Tooth Fairy. Both are going to happen.
Tooth Fairy does put out, though, I'll tell you that.
I bet she does.
Yeah,
wow.
baby.
The T-Man Show.
A Jessica Simpson shocker. She's suddenly single again.
Oh, yeah.
Sources close to Jessica and John Mayer tell Extra Today that after a whirlwind 9-month courtship and romantic scenes like this one in Australia, the seemingly hot couple has split.
Oh, wow.
Yet earlier...
Is Nick Lachey laughing over this, Terry? Is he giggling when he hears this news? Is he pretty much dropping John Mayer an email saying, I told you so, dude? She's unable to be hung out with for any period of time. What's the serious?
I think Nick Lachey is too much in his own relationship to really care.
Is he now?
Yeah, I think he's so...
Is he really, though?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
That after a whirlwind 9-month courtship and romantic scenes like this one in Australia, the seemingly hot couple has split.
Yes.
Yet earlier this month, Jessica seemed downright giddy on Extra.
Wow.
You seem really happy, honey. Thank you. I really am happy.
Gorgeous Jessica was all smiles.
Happy just a few weeks ago, Terry.
Yeah.
And something has happened that has brought her utter turmoil and a lot of grief again. And I don't know what could have happened, Terry. Just some major blow-up, some major fight. What happened there?
Well, apparently, this is not the only time they've broken up.
Uh-huh.
Supposedly, according to a source close to the couple,
right,
they've broken up at least 10 times and have gotten back together. So they have these little spats, take a little break, still call each other supposedly 6 times a day.
No word on what caused this latest breakup.
No.
And she's obviously not happy about it, which makes me a little bit happy, Terry, because I've never forgiven her for breaking up 98 Degrees. I have not quite, still at this time, gotten over that.
I know, tough to take.
When I heard the news that 98 Degrees would no longer record together.
Do you remember where you were?
A part of me died, Terry.
Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
When 98 Degrees died, Terry.
And what was their album again?
A part of me died.
Oh, jeez. How do we rejuvenate you? How do we make you come back to life?
It's all right. I don't know if I ever will, Terry. That part of me will be dead forever.
Okay.
Unless there's a 98 Degrees reunion, which will probably happen if they can make money off it. Which they can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless they throw in some Dancing with the Stars.
And you asked me what album did 98 Degrees put out? I have not a clue, Terry. I was just pretty much playing.
Well, no, it's smart of you to block it out because it was a bad memory.
It's a horrible memory. And Jessica Simpson's the reason for that. She's the Yoko Ono of the 98 Degrees debacle.
Yeah. Yet earlier this month, Jessica seemed downright giddy on Extra.
You seem really happy, honey. Thank you. I really am happy.
Gorgeous Jessica was all smiles at the Cannes Film Festival in France last night. 3,600 miles away, look where we found John at a club in New York.
That doesn't sound like a happy couple, Terry.
No.
She's at the Cannes. We're going with Cannes Film Festival again?
We go back and forth on it.
Yeah, was it every year they alternate? One year it's Cannes, the next year it's Cannes again?
Yeah.
When you're talking about Jessica Simpson, it's Cannes.
Yes. That's quite a festival of cans.
Well, apparently another...
Can't wait for the festival of jugs. Yes, Terry.
Another friend says it was John who broke up with Jessica.
Of course.
Because he's
he ain't breaking up with anyone.
Over it.
He's over it. He's over her. He's done with her. He's on. He's onward and upward.
I think he needs somebody to have an actual conversation with.
Right.
Maybe?
He got what he needed.
Yeah. He got, exactly, Stephen. So.
Well, Reese Witherspoon's available, and
is she? No, I thought who is she with?
Yeah, and who's the one who just a neurotic idiot that broke up with the country singer after a couple weeks of marriage?
Renee Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger. She sounds like she can handle herself in a conversation, Terry.
She'd be fun.
There's a lot of options for John Mayer, I'm imagining.
That's
good.
So what are they saying about the breakup? Both Jessica and John's people tell Extra they don't comment on their clients' personal lives.
Well, that's interesting. They're the PR people of these.
But is it over for good? Sources tell Extra they have broken up several times before and have gotten back together.
Well, that's always healthy.
Yeah.
It always makes for a stronger relationship when you break up every other week. Huh.
Yeah.
When you acquire all that baggage that you then drag along as a couple. Nothing better in a relationship than baggage, right, Stephen?
That's usually what it's all about.
Yes. How much baggage can we accumulate in this relationship? Let's go for the record. Tomorrow, by the way, is the Stephen Kilbreath birthday show. Speaking of baggage.
It's your birthday.
He's having another birthday. Not happy about it, I'm sure. Yes, Stephen?
No.
He has 2 a year, it seems like.
Seems like it, doesn't it?
Wow.
I'm older than Matt Jones' daughter now.
Matt Jones. Matt Jones is going to be at Summer Jam, by the way.
Yeah?
Oh, it's Mike. Anyway, it's his brother. So, okay, we'll expect the get back together situation to happen sometime later this week.
Yeah, I guess
You're
so.
saying it's their 10th breakup?
Yeah, at least, one of the sources say.
I mean,
at least 10 times before, but they get back together.
Have they got out a year yet or no?
I don't know.
Well,
No. About 8 or 9 months.
Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey should have seen the handwriting on the wall because I don't know if you know this, but I saw it like on an E! Entertainment special or something, that Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey, or Nick Lachey as I called him at the time, Terry, had broken up. But then when 9/11 happened, she was so scared, like everyone was when 9/11 first happened. I mean, you didn't know if the world was coming to an end. You never saw anything like that at the time. Now you look back, it didn't really scare you as much as it used to, right? To think about 9/11, but still scary, but not the kind of fright you had on the day.
Right.
Well, they had broken up. They were done. Then when 9/11 happened, Jessica Simpson was so scared that you want to be like in love with someone to get you through that. So she called Nick Lachey back on the phone. He was scared too because he's a little puss.
Wow.
And, well, not that you had to be a little puss to be scared of that.
Right,
but anyway,
right,
he doesn't eliminate the fact he's a little puss.
Right.
And they decided to get back together because of what happened on 9/11.
Wow, not because they truly loved each other, but because they just needed somebody to
Exactly
love.
the point. Well done, Terry.
Terry nailed it.
Wow.
You nailed it. And then, of course, since we're back together, might as well get married.
Hey, might as well.
And they had a hit TV show for 2 years, which made the marriage that much more tolerable. And
Did you really call it a hit?
it was a hit, Terry.
I thought the first year was really the hit year.
Terry, they had 2 solid years.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. If anything, the ratings were probably better in year number 2.
Wow.
But
That's when they threw the best friend in.
oh yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, yeah, I remember the best friend, but I don't know why you brought that up. Anyhow,
Because during their breakup and stuff, they were...
And then in one
Nick
episode, he
and her-
laid sod in the backyard. It was great.
oh yeah.
So cool. Does Sod have a sister?
Mm-hmm. Anyhow, I just think that's kind of interesting and really pretty clear as to how you can. Well, you can't make it if you just keep breaking up and getting back together. You just accumulate too much. But let this be a lesson to everyone out there. Man, who the hell tries to... Maybe you want to get back together to bang each other a little longer, but but don't make it permanent. Don't even try to make it serious again. Once you've broken up, that's it. Your chances for, like, a future are over. Now, everyone who had a breakup and has a successful relationship is going to call in now saying, oh, we broke up, we've been together for 17 years. Shut up.
But one of them's dying, probably.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So tomorrow is the Kilbreath birthday show, Terry.
Yes.
Yes.
Does he bake himself a cake on his big day, or how does that
A
work?
cake? Please.
I don't draw attention to it. So bake a cake every other day.
Wow. So in honor, the least I can do, at least the first thing off the top of my head, Terry, is tomorrow on his birthday, we'll let him host the after show. It'll be the Stephen Kilbreath after show.
All right.
Yes.
Awesome.
We don't have to be part of that sinking ship.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
your feelings on it have been put on the record.
Thank you,
so
sir.
Sounds like it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's cake, of course.
You're talking about Kilbreath or the after show?
Kilbreath. Kilbreath's after show.
Oh, Kilbreath's after show.
Yes.
I see. Not just Kilbreath in general.
Well, yeah, him in general, yes. But specifically tomorrow, I may be forced to be part of that.
Did you celebrate your birthday this past weekend, Stephen? Or, do you have any big birthday plans? Or were they accomplished and already put in the history books this weekend? Or because your birthday falls on a Tuesday.
Yeah, it does.
Not the most exciting day to have a birthday, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's the finale of Dancing with the Stars and American Idol, so it's going to be a big night, of course.
You know, they planned that, of course. It's not an accident that that's the finale of Dancing with the Stars on the Kilbreath birthday. It's done by design.
Yeah, dragging it out 2 hours, I think. So,
my question is, do you have big plans? And if so, were they already taken care of over the weekend for the big Stephen Kilbreath birthday?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I have no plans.
Did you do anything this weekend?
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
Worked a little event on Saturday.
You did?
Little auction, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. In case you thought this is where Stephen Kilbreath's talents end, let me remind you.
I'd be sad if this was it.
Let me remind you that Kilbreath's talents run a lot deeper than just sitting around this show and saying a little one-liner here and there.
Yeah.
He is an auctioneer as well.
He is.
He puts on the bow tie.
I did, yeah.
And the top hat.
Got the cane.
He's got the cane and the tail, and he gets up on stage and says stuff.
Oh, there was a big fan of yours there on
Really?
at the event. Yes.
Of whose?
Of yours.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
What kind of event was it?
Well, yeah. Was it a
Tails, what?
little charitable situation, or what?
Yeah.
Usually the case, or
It was actually for a pet adoption agency.
Mm-hmm.
Charitable auction that you bent him over a barrel for your talent fee.
Oh, it is. Big turnout at the Kilbreath run auction, or what?
Yeah, I think there was.
What was the head count, would you say? About 6 or 7 people?
A little more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 300?
300.
A little less than that, maybe.
Was it at a hotel little board reading? What do they have, like in a meeting room or something?
Ballroom or something.
What do they call those? Yeah,
It
ballrooms?
was at a ballroom at Bell Harbor.
Uh-huh. Never heard of it. But I'm sure
you've
it's
been
wonderful.
there, actually.
I've been there?
Yes.
Oh, is that right?
A hot shot West.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Must have been memorable for you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember the wedding. I just didn't know what the name of it was. Anyway.
It is hard to remember the name of it.
Okay. So a lot of pets were adopted on that night, or what?
Well, it wasn't pets, but they had, items to bid on, and
the money goes to the shelter. Right?
the money goes to the shelter, right?
Oh, okay.
It's a no-kill shelter. They have like 1,200 pets a year that they adopt out.
All right,
So
easy now.
great.
Said that spiel enough on Saturday night.
So they had Kilbreath there to really drive the point home.
Killing going on here.
Yeah. Last chance, fair warning before we kill this dog.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
That if it's a dinner.
Raise your paddle unless you want it to die.
You don't want to see this guillotine drop. You will get...
That'd be the way to drag money out of people, though.
Okay.
He's actually a very good auctioneer. I've been at an event with him.
And the finest item that was auctioned off on this particular event was what now?
Well, my favorite part was they had a dessert auction.
Oh, jeez.
So we auctioned off like 15 desserts.
The finest
like
item that was
$600
auctioned off was what?
The most expensive or the finest?
The one that you were like, whoa, this is the best thing that we have tonight.
The desserts he just said. Okay.
I thought that was pretty good. They had like cruises and they had weekend stays at people's houses and, weekend getaways and
next closest thing to going on a cruise is staying at some stranger's house over the weekend.
A weekend at Bob and Carol's.
Yeah.
I think people are very into staying at people's cabins and places.
So, Team Man, when are you going to put your house up for the auction to have somebody stay in your house?
That's going to be quite the prize to bid on. Hang out at the Team Man's house for a weekend.
People love doing it. Staying at cabins. People don't like that.
Okay.
Team Man, I won the auction, and where's your plunger?
I would never...
Put matches at the toilet.
I would never want to stay at anyone's house. All right? It's not a prize to win.
Vacation homes.
I don't care what it is.
Cabin or something.
I don't care what it is.
Oh, okay.
I ain't staying at anyone's joint.
You only stayed at a hotel that was only less than a year old.
Right. No one's ever stayed in a hotel again.
I
want a room nobody's been in.
I have to cut the ribbon on that hotel for me to stay in there. Okay? All right.
Well, that would be a great auction item.
Yes.
Like the first person to stay at the hotel.
That's right. Oprah, put the purple light on this baby, see if you found anything. Oh, really? There's a little something there anyway?
Yeah, the crew was in there earlier.
All right, well, that's nice. So that's how you celebrated your birthday.
Well, I haven't. My birthday hasn't come yet. Not until tomorrow.
All right, so
But there's no big plans.
He's insinuating he does have big plans.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure there's a huge surprise party somewhere.
Of course.
Right. You'll overeat somewhere tomorrow.
We can cancel that now.
I'll overeat somewhere today, so,
You don't need an occasion to overeat, do you?
That's not special. Okay. Well, we're going out of town this weekend, so maybe...
Wow.
This upcoming one, so...
Where are you going, then? You're not taking the child again?
We're actually taking the child.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Sorry to bug you. Sure you want to take him?
Where are you going?
Out of town, Lake Chelan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
He wouldn't enjoy Disneyland, but he's going to love Lake Chelan.
Right.
Yeah.
But we have help coming with us, though.
That's wonderful. Stephen, if I forget tomorrow, which I'll do every effort to do.
You usually do.
That's right. Happy birthday to you in this early fashion.
I'm surprised you remembered today.
Well, Terry just reminded me 2 seconds ago. Yeah.
I appreciate it. It really means a lot.
I know.
And it was Terry's suggestion about the after show, and that was that. Just looking out for you.
No, I appreciate it.
Yes, you guys have a thing.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
Should be fun. It'll be hard to beat Friday's after show, but we'll...
Okay. You're knocking Fridays after the show now?
Absolutely. Huge, unabashed shot for no reason at all.
Absolutely unprovoked shot at the after show.
I actually liked it. I thought it was Vinnie.
No, it's too late now. No. There's no reason.
Everything. I thought it was funny.
Everything that you needed to convey was just done a second ago. Now that you're under the spotlight, you can't weasel out now. No.
I said it'll be tougher to beat Friday's after show.
Laughing.
How is that a mean
That was a
thing?
sarcastic comment. There's no way to interpret that other than sarcasm. You are taking a shot at Angel and Vinnie the Pooh for their after show and how pathetic it was. I didn't hear it. I heard a little bit of it, and I thought it sounded fine. I would not have taken a shot like that, Terry.
Right. I hear you.
Mm-hmm. Unnecessary, but very Kilbreath-like.
I mean, I tried to...
Steve, out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was funny because
was it a disaster? Is he on point or what?
Our show was good.
You kept saying it was a disaster every 5 seconds on the air.
I thought it was good.
Why did you keep saying it was a disaster?
It probably was, but I mean, I didn't need you to out of nowhere just admit that.
That's part of his insecurities.
Oh, jeez.
Taking a shot at you. He's already nervous about doing the after show, so he has to establish that yours was horrible.
I see that now.
Unbelievable.
We need to work on this, Steve.
Unbelievable.
No, I agree. It didn't come from a bad place.
Vinnie the Pooh now all of a sudden he's admitting it. He was trying to make it like it was a compliment, but now he knows.
What I say, what I do, what I say, cheek. Okay, it's from a bad place.
No, I could see where somebody would think that, but it wasn't...
Maybe it's at a birthday moment you can reflect and try to figure out where this bad place comes from.
Oh, that'd be good for the after show.
Yes, it will.
I'll write that down for tomorrow.
Already it's better than Angel and Vinnie's, right? Hasn't even started yet.
The T-Man Show.
Listen slow, you know what I mean? You ain't try him and it don't hurt me.
Wow.
Hey,
That good.
how are you?
I'm good.
How was your weekend?
Busy.
It was busy?
Yeah.
Man, I could have been less busy.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you just lay around?
Lay around. It's the way weekends were intended.
Right.
That's
In
the
your
true definition
underwear,
of
and
weekend.
That's about it?
I don't know how you want to visualize me, Terry.
Well, I
but
mean,
if that does it for you.
Yeah, it does.
And that's what happened.
Oh, goody.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds pretty fun.
In my gray polo boxers, baby.
Didn't move from the couch once.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just nonstop Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Marathon, and
Woohoo!
there it is.
Oh, toodles.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
okay, yeah, well, we understand.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You didn't hit Shrek the Third?
Shrek the Third? No.
Number one at the box office.
Well, we're too young for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would agree.
Well, you would enjoy it, probably.
Me, personally, I never saw the first two, so I don't think I get much out of it.
Well, you won't get much of the storyline then.
No. You saw the first two?
Oh, yeah.
Who hasn't? Come on.
I don't feel like I could do that to Shrek. Just waltz on in like I own him after not seeing the first two movies. That wouldn't be the true test of faith and loyalty to the movie series that is Shrek.
Right.
You've seen the first two?
Yes.
Did you guys go
And
this
who
weekend?
do you go with?
I believe I saw Shrek with my wife, and I saw Shrek 2, and I
What
saw
about
that
Shawshank Redemption?
That's a good one as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think you'd like that as well.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
a couple of times.
Shrek 2 I saw on the video.
On the video?
On the video.
I got the DVD.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And, all right.
And you'll see Shrek 3 on the video, too.
I just don't know
so.
if a guy who's like mid to early mid-30s is seeing Shrek by himself, or I don't know.
Well, I'm sure it's a good date movie for people who like to go out, maybe.
Yeah, but you don't date.
Well, no, I know. I did actually go to the
Did you
first
ever
one.
date in your life?
I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Went out a few times.
What was your dating prime?
Oh, man.
My prime?
Yes. What was the peak of your dating existence? Was at what age?
Now, what do you mean by dating? I mean, just going out with a girlfriend?
If I have to break
or...
down the definition of dating to you, then I'm sorry that that pretty much says all I need to hear.
No, I think I dated early on in my career.
What was the peak age of your dating?
Probably early 20s, I guess.
About this. Yeah. Dating. Well, early 20s?
Probably.
Early 20s.
Yeah.
And in the peak of your dating life, early 20s, meaning what? Could we go with 22? Could we go with 23? Where do you want to go? I asked for one age.
Let's go 23.
Your peak dating existence was at age 23. Okay.
Yeah, 23, 24 maybe.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Now, at 23 and a half, at 23 and a half, how often would you say in a given month you would go on a date?
Like with different girls or the same girl?
I don't really care. I mean, just like the actual, hey, it's a night where I'm going to get myself showered and
Smelling all good.
get the teeth floss there and pick her up and
pull my own finger a few times.
I hope it goes well. And how many nights like that were there in a particular month? This is the peak of your dating life. Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't many, I wouldn't say, but
more than 2
a week.
A month.
Oh, a month. Yeah, I was going to say, geez, a week. Yeah, maybe 2 a month. Maybe. But it's usually, you know. But then when I latched onto somebody, I was usually a problem for them for a long time. So
latched is the key word.
Yes.
You won't leave me alone.
Like a parasite does, is what you're saying.
Right. Once I go out with them, I figure they like me, so I give it a good 2 years.
You should probably stop figuring that about most people.
Yeah.
And the peak of your dating life, this was later, after 23 and a half, you had sex with Jose Canseco. Is that right or wrong?
I did, yes. He was very good.
How long did you date Jose?
Steven's the third
Wasn't that
batch
like
brother.
3 or 4 years?
Well, he had sex with Jose Canseco, Terry, in his later 20s. His very late 20s.
Yeah, I know that, but wasn't that for a time?
That was, how long did he go out in that situation?
That was mid-20s, actually. And
that was mid-20s?
It was, yeah.
Really?
Like 95.
A long time ago, man. That was like 96. I would say 96, 97, because I remember it.
Yeah, actually, it did start in
You guys
96.
just-
We've been friends for that long.
It started in the late 95, but yes.
I think it started in mid-96, by the way.
Well, no, because I remember specifically when we were talking about it on the air, it was right after the Christmas break.
Well, the Christmas break, you didn't meet her until the Christmas party, which was the
95,
first.
yeah.
Yeah, but she wasn't at that first one. She was at the second one. So I think it's late 96 or mid-97.
No, I guarantee you that it was after 3 months after the beginning of the show.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
So she was at the first
She wasn't at the. She was not at the party.
Oh.
She wasn't at the party, but she.
Wait, how did we find her?
Wait, yes, she was.
I think
wasn't
you're
she?
mistaken, Stephen. I don't think you remember. I think you blocked out how you had sex with Jose Canseco.
Well, I
Wasn't
did
she a
block that
friend
part
of
out,
somebody who came to that
That's right.
party, right?
That's
Well, there was only like 5 people there.
That's right. And then she
And
wasn't
she
one of
was-
them. She was at the second one. Stephen didn't meet her till late 96.
No, she came down for another specific reason. She was. You wanted people who were maybe interested in me because I was like
Oh,
some
yeah,
sort
yeah.
of. The most eligible bachelor or
Is
something
that right?
like that.
No,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
is
those
right.
days are
He's
long
right.
gone.
Whoa.
He's right.
You're the most eligible bachelor.
Well, I was, yeah.
Not
Look at
really.
me.
Anyway, so,
It was a bit, yeah.
so it turns out that Stephen wound up. It turns out that Stephen started going out
A
with
radio stint.
this girl that
It was.
that had sex with Jose Canseco. He didn't know that. She didn't make that clear to him at the time or during the time that he was going out with her. But because she had sex with Jose Canseco, Stephen
Allegedly,
obviously had sex. Well, she claims it. Unless you consider her a liar, you went out with her for over a year.
Well, yeah, over 2 years.
Over 2 years you
Yeah,
went out
that's
with
what
her?
I was. That was the initial
Wow.
question. How long was that?
Once you date somebody, it's like 2 years for me.
Boy,
I'm in for the long haul.
All right, so you went out with her over 2 years, and you didn't find out until late in the second year
Yeah, I was late.
that she had sex with Jose Canseco. She kept that from you, which if you would have had the knowledge that, hey, I'm having sex with Jose Canseco here, I mean, because if she had sex with Jose Canseco, Terry, there's still Jose Canseco residue in her system.
Right, we established that.
That's nice.
And that means he has sex with Jose Canseco, Terry.
Right.
How long
Kinda
does the
60
residue last,
60
out of
degrees
curiosity?
separation thing.
You're saying she could have lied about that.
No, I don't think she. Why would she?
Mm-hmm. Well, then you had sex with Jose Canseco. How was it?
That's why I think she lied, is because I don't want to admit that. He's pretty good.
She has a pretty liberal scale as far as her taste in men, huh?
Would you call that a downgrade from Conseco to Kilbreath, or is that an upgrade?
It's just different. It couldn't be more different.
Weren't you the only white guy she's ever dated, though?
That I cannot confirm.
I think Steven's a lot more like Ozzy Conseco.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was a good guy.
Well, who's that?
Ozzy.
Ozzy?
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
Well, that's his twin brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So not only do you have sex with Jose Canseco, because he has an identical twin brother.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, with the same DNA and everything.
You had sex with Ozzy Canseco, too.
So that makes 3 men I've had sex with.
That's right.
Oh, whoops. 2 men.
Oh, wow.
3 men and a dog. There you go.
The T-Man Show.
An elderly woman from Florida is recovering tonight after 2 men attacked her in the middle of the day. Surveillance cameras caught the 2 men following the 86-year-old woman as she left Walmart and goes into the parking lot. That's when they grabbed her.
Lady goes pick up a little denture cream, Terry, middle of the day, walking to her car, and she gets mugged or whatever happened there.
Oh, sad.
An elderly woman from Florida is recovering tonight after 2 men attacked her in the middle of the day. Surveillance cameras caught the 2 men following the 86-year-old woman as she left Walmart and goes into the parking lot. That's when they grabbed her and threw her to the ground. When police showed up and hauled them away, one of them swore at the cameras. This latest incident has police warning everyone once again to be very careful when they're walking the streets by themselves.
Yeah, nobody's safe. Not even in the middle of the day, not even if you're an elderly woman, Terry, just trying to buy a little preparation H for your hemorrhoids.
Right. Doesn't seem like it.
Some stores have better surveillance and lights than others, so you have to look into that.
Well, I think the world's daytime has pretty good lights.
Sun's a pretty good
The sun is a pretty safe little lighting situation, and this 86-year-old woman walking to her car, Terry, is not in the clear as far as being off limits for muggings.
I guess not. They're getting, a little bit more riskier with their
Just going to the Walmart just to buy a new fishing rod and tackle?
Yeah. Gotta go out for a little fish.
And she can't just get to her car in the middle of the day and not have to worry about who's behind her and who's ready to jump her?
Doesn't sound like it.
Scary.
Go to the Walmart just to reload, get some ammunition for her shotgun, and she can't be, off limits for, she's unmuggable. Isn't there an unmuggable type of person out there, Terry? Is that not the case these days?
Not
you
anymore.
would think, but we just saw a video of a guy punching a woman in the face that was like 90 years old. You remember that in the elevator?
Oh,
Came out like a month or so ago. He's beat the crap out of her.
Yes.
She's like 90 years old.
The woman was 90 years old?
Yeah.
And they caught him and everything.
All right, well, there you go. There's your answer. Nobody's off limits. Everyone has to be on guard.
That's right.
Even you 90-year-olds don't have any ability to stop your jiu-jitsu lessons. You have to be ready
That's true.
for all comers.
Yep.
Just
be careful.
Wow.
Walk
the greeters
in groups.
should walk you out to your cars.
Yeah. What?
They have greeters at the Walmart?
Oh,
the greeters are less capable than the 90-year-old woman.
Why it's kind of...
I know. I went to the Best Buys, Terry, the other day, and they had the greeter. I don't know what they're looking at on your receipt when you're walking.
He's the guy who's making sure you don't steal stuff.
It's not a greeter. It's,
but that, you worry about that guy.
Well,
I don't stop to have him check my stuff if I'm stealing something.
Right, you just go running past him.
Yeah, he ain't catching me.
Right.
All right? He may make a quick phone call, but by then I'm long home. Anyway.
You can make that a block, you'll be out of breath. Home free.
Wow, poor lady.
Guy, though.
What else is going on in this world of ours, Terry? What else is happening besides Vinnie the Pooh during the break, getting online, getting on Expedia, and booking his weekend plan? Oh, he found out that we were not accurate, that there are some hotels that still have vacancies
good for him.
in your Union Square area where all the festivities will be taking place. No bigger festivity than the one going on in the room that Angel and Vinnie have secured under Vinnie the Pooh's Platinum MasterCard.
The Bates Motel will be happy to have you this time of year.
Oh, what was that? You decided not to stay in Union Square? You're going to stay at the Motel 6 in Richmond? Okay, wonderful. So it'll just be as big time as ever. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay.
Jeez. Oh, man.
You haven't decided yet? Have you booked anything? Did you book something during the break? Should we tell the chat room people that everyone in Wild Space right now where you're staying, what's going on?
I don't want lines to form this early in the week or anything.
You what?
I don't want lines to form.
Do you have a hotel or not? Yes or no?
I've got one picked out, yeah.
You have one picked out? Do you have one as far as paid for?
As soon as the show was done, I was going to book it.
I could pick out a million hotels right now.
Oh, that one's a great
I have a space shuttle picked out I'm looking to buy at some point.
Right.
Hook it now. Commit. Come on.
Had some club money I'd like to put in the bank first, so.
Oh, I see. So he made some big-time club cash over the weekend, and he's got to deposit that before he's ready to make his...
just a little extra cushion.
His reservation. I get it now. Well, that's a good financial planning.
Very smart.
So is that money in your pocket right now? Or what?
That is money in my pocket right now.
Is it literally in your pocket right now?
Literally in my pocket.
Cash.
Well, who's going to jump Vinnie the Pooh, Terry?
Yeah, let's walk him out to his car.
I'll be sure to put it in.
I'll tell you this. You have a tougher time wrestling down that 86-year-old woman than a 135-pound little scrawny Vinnie the Pooh. I'll tell you that right now.
You put your hand on his forehead. He tries to punch you like your little brother, you know.
So just how much money would you say is in your little pocket there, Vincent the Pooh?
You're getting the details now?
I want to know if it's...
I have a nice little number in my pocket.
You're rolling with a wad this morning or what?
It's a nice little wad.
Oh, jeez.
$62.
You think you have more money on you than me right now?
I'd be a good contestant, yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Not including cards or anything?
No, not including cards.
No, definitely not. Yeah. Cards, he beats
Stocks
you
and bonds.
hands down. Okay.
In cash. You got more money on you than... You got more than me right now?
I don't know how much you normally have on you, but I
don't know what I got right now, but I'd be...
Yes. I'm
Yep.
going to say yes.
You feel confident you have more than me?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about
Bad
that.
move.
Hey, let's all guess, though.
Let's say this. Let's make it interesting.
Okay.
We're not going to take big stack, take little stack.
No, let's just say this. No, big stack, not take little stack, because I don't want to lose any more than you do, necessarily. But I am willing to wager that for every $50 that one has more than the other, okay? Mm-hmm. So... You're following me, right?
I am trying to, yes.
The other person has to give the other person... See if I'm following this.
Yeah.
Has to give them what? How much? How much? $20?
Sure.
So the high person is going to end up paying?
No. If the high person has 1,000 and the second person has 500... then that would be...
$200.
$200.
Crap.
$200 that the low person would have to give the high person.
Oh, the low person pays. Okay.
Yes.
Of course.
He's trying to keep money in his pocket so he can
I'm
pay
trying
for
to follow
this
along.
trip.
Yeah, I know,
game.
right?
Okay.
I win, but I have to pay.
Crap.
Now, you want to play this game or no? You don't have to play this. Don't feel like you're being wrestled in. You're not on the spot.
I mean, it's a lot of money, but I mean...
You feel confident? I'm just seeing how confident he feels of how much he has on him, Terry. I have no idea what I got on me right now.
Okay.
But I have a clue because I always have like a certain neighborhood, Terry.
Yeah, it's a nice neighborhood, Vinnie.
Yeah, it is a nice...
Is it a nice neighborhood? Well, I got a little neighborhood.
But you got paid for your services over the
in
weekend.
cash, so
and
that's
you
great.
had a couple of
I'm-
really good club gigs,
I'm
right?
being stupid because I could have a nice number and you could have way more.
How many gigs did you do?
I did 3 this week.
Wow.
yeah.
And you got all that money in your pocket? Forget it, I ain't playing. Because if he gets like $500 a gig or something like that,
Yeah.
300 to 500.
I just want to know what your neighborhood is now. I'm curious.
Well, you did 3 gigs, so you have at least a minimum you have of like 600-700.
Gentleman's bet.
Minimum, yeah, definitely.
If you have a minimum of 600-700, it's more than I got on me in cash.
All right.
So I ain't playing. Stupid.
So what's your
What
neighborhood?
Stephen and Pasty do it.
Actually,
For
do have money in my
every
wallet.
20 cents that one has more than the other, get to get a
Stephen
penny.
never carries cash.
I do have...
What, $2?
No, I have a 50 because I got a birthday card over the weekend. I was very
You
excited.
got a birthday card over the weekend. Like it's a,
Are you serious?
like it's an 8-year-old from grandma.
Sends you $50.
You still get cash from people?
My dad. I don't know why he does it, but he does it.
Your dad sent you $50?
Yeah.
You're a man in your middle 30s.
Didn't you send it back?
And your dad is sending you a $50 bill for your birthday?
He does, yeah.
Okay.
Every year?
Let's move on. Terry,
Weird.
what do you got there, Terry?
I have a story out of Illinois where a family apparently went through McDonald's and purchased a Happy Meal.
Right.
And one of the kids found a little bonus in there of marijuana.
Oh, wow.
Well, good news.
Talk
is
about
that-
a Happy Meal.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes.
Apparently, they have decided.
And the McDonald's will take care of the munchies. Perfect.
They have decided not to sue.
They finally got my little letter in the suggestion box at McDonald's, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Screw the little Shrek figurine. I want a little weed baggie in my Happy Meal.
Yeah, it was an 8-year-old little girl who asked her father about the extra contents in her bag.
It turned out there was marijuana in her Happy Meal. Please, come on. And what's the problem? You said.
Well, everybody's concerned about whether or not they're going to sue, and they've come out and said, there are no plans of doing that.
We're not going to sue.
We just want an apology.
Why would you sue? That's like suing the lottery company after winning the lottery.
I know.
I won the lottery, and I'm going to sue.
And people make mistakes, too, so you don't need to sue every time a mistake is made.
But of course...
This is a little bit of a glaring mistake. If there's a little weed baggie in the 8-year-old's Happy Meal, how old was the girl?
8.
If, in fact, it happened.
Yeah, that's true.
It might have been daddy's hiding it from mommy.
Exactly what it was. Because people that smoke it don't love to just give it away to strangers.
Let's put it in the Happy Meal.
Yeah, that'd be so funny. I'll never get to see the reaction.
And like I said, really all they're seeking at this time is an apology.
An apology?
Yes, because they have yet to receive one.
Well, we haven't determined whether McDonald's is really with anything to apologize for. Because if our interpretation is perhaps accurate, it's much more likely it's daddy hiding it from mommy. In a panic, sticking his little weed baggie in little baby girl's Happy Meal.
Right.
That's definitely what happened.
Mm-hmm. Because you've done that.
I know when I worked at McDonald's, I was in no position to be giving away drugs. When you have a 20-sack and you're making what you make at McDonald's,
yes,
you're holding on to it for dear life.
Right.
It's hard to come up with a scenario where it accidentally slips into the Happy Meal box.
Right. I had it behind my ear at work.
All right. What else is going on, Terry? What else is happening? So we're saying the jury's very much still out on this dude's daughter situation.
Well, and
the dude is the main person to focus on in this scenario, Terry. Right. Whoever the daddy is. Put the spotlight of Happy Meal controversy on him.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Also, in Montreal, Canada, a Montreal area school board.
Post of Montreal, Ohio.
Right.
Yes.
From the Edmonton Sun.
Got
actually.
it.
A Montreal area school board is defending one of its principals who asked 4 elementary school students to each write a 10-line essay about fellatio after they were taunting a fellow student.
That was the remix.
Draw more attention to it.
Fellatio is a clinical word
I know, but
in some circles, Terry, and you had trouble even saying that. Is that right?
Yes.
Spit it out. Oh, jeez. First time you're going to hear any requests like that.
Anyway, apparently the students had been bullying a boy since the beginning of the school year and had been talked to numerous times.
Right.
And so finally...
So why the essay on fellatio?
Because that was the last taunting. Apparently there was some...
They were taunting him about fellatio-type issues.
Yes.
So the principal said, well, you're going to write an essay on fellatio. That's probably the only grade of A I ever got in school, Terry, is the essay on fellatio.
And
now you're talking about my area of expertise, teacher.
A note was sent home with the 4 students about the essay. And 3 of the students wrote the essay and had their parents sign. One of the students...
So the reason you're bringing this up is for all the principals out there that are listening to this program right now, you may want to restrain yourself from suggesting that your students write essays on fellatio.
Yeah. I mean,
learn from the air of someone else's ways.
Yeah.
I know you're tempted to have all your students, your 4th grade students. Is this 4th grade?
Yeah, actually it is, yes. Apparently, yes, they had tried to meet. They met with the parents of these 4 kids.
Right.
And attempted to, get this bullying situation under control, and they felt that this was the last straw.
Last straw.
The principal did. So
yes.
That's why the school board is defending the actions of the principal.
Wow, they're taking the principal's side.
They are.
It was very appropriate. But the principal asked these 4th graders to write an essay on fellatio. And we're standing behind him.
Yeah.
There should be more principals that think out of the box like this.
How about no?
You think?
So it sounds to me like these 4th grade boys, they're boys, right? They were asked to write this essay. Were taunting one of their fellow students about a homosexual potential situation there. Is that right?
I guess I would say yes.
When do the accusations start flying? When one boy or boys tease another boy about him being gay, Terry? When do they usually start? Do they start as early as 4th grade?
Sure.
Probably.
Oh.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Pasty? Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, it's taunted every day, dude.
Man loves Jessica Alba, Terry.
Yeah, I know.
And that's going to be his first. You're still convinced you're going to have sex with Jessica Alba, is that right?
It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. It's going to happen. All right.
Yeah, that was pretty good, Jessica.
So if Vinnie the Pooh and Angel were to, for whatever reason, every once in a while a blind squirrel finds a nut. You know that theory, right, Terry?
Okay, yeah.
If they were to actually have a big-time hotel room situation this weekend, and you'll be in the Bay, Pasty, you'll be at a nearby spot, and they call you up and say, we got the perfect girl for you. She wants to de-virginize you. She's lovely. And you go to the hotel and you find out exactly that is the case. You're going to say, I'm sorry, I'm saving myself for Jessica Alba? Is that going to be the...
Not even sure if I'd make the trip out to the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I think the fact that a woman's that her main goal is to de-virginize him, you got to take that out of the equation.
Right.
Well, it's not her main goal, but she's prepared to if she has to.
But if she says, I want to do this, Pasty's going to be out.
Right.
That is true. Stephen is crystallizing your thoughts eloquently. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Wow, he's just Xeroxed your mind.
He has.
Wow.
No, I understand what he's saying, though.
What? Any woman who comes to you and says, I've heard on the air that you're a 30-year-old virgin, you turned 30 in January, and that's too long for any man to be a virgin in this world of ours. I am ready, and I'm perfect for you. I'll take it slow with you, whatever makes you happy as far as the things she's saying. She's saying it all just right. Just because she wants to go about that task of de-virginizing you is enough to make you say, no, there's no situation that you can present to me that I'd be interested.
Correct. It's an instant turnoff.
Yeah, it's definitely a turnoff.
What's an instant turn on?
Yeah, thank you.
Even if the
We've gotten clear here on what an instant turn off is.
Lots of them.
I'm kind of curious on what the Pasty Dave instant turn on is.
I was going to ask him if the woman actually looked very similar, remarkably close to Jessica Alba.
Most women do, Terry.
Well, I'm just
What's the instant turn on?
No,
But that's not even it either, I don't
it's
think.
not. It's not.
What is it then?
Basically, it's finding. It's not going to be like an instant turn on. Like I'm going to see a girl and just want to jump into bed with her. That's
well, then why do you have this whole Jessica Alba thing going on? Because she is someone that you said you would instantly jump in bed with. You don't even know a thing one about her as far as a person-to-person, personal basis.
He knows more than anybody who doesn't know her, though.
It's easy to say I jump into bed with her. I mean, that's
because he knows it'll never happen.
Probably not going to run into.
Definitely do that, dude.
All right, so Terry kind of sidetracked us. I asked you what the Pasty Dave instant turn on is. What out there in this world of ours turns you on? Bam! Snap of the fingers.
Instant turn on would be meeting.
Wait. Listen to the snap of the fingers so you know what I'm talking about here. All right?
Gotcha.
Yeah, the instant turn on for Pasty Dave.
Gotcha. It would be more of a connection with somebody that I actually meet and want to start a relationship with.
I see. So the instant turn on takes about 7-8 months.
No. Honestly, I can see a girl and be interested right away and want to get to know a little bit about her, but the turn on isn't going to come until after I've sat down and talked to her.
We are connected. Look at me, toddlers.
Gotten to know her a little bit. Yeah.
It's been 30 years. He's just not jumping into bed with somebody just because she says, I want to de-virginize you.
Right.
And she heard you on the air.
The fact that you're his spokesperson now, Stephen, is kind of a little bit unsettling.
Good luck, Dave.
All right? But that's just me. Pasty's still talking. What was that?
I don't know why it's so tough to get.
Just saying, he summed it up nicely.
Why does Stephen understand me so perfectly?
I don't know.
Maybe. You feel an instant turn on?
Oh, jeez.
You're connecting. Do you feel the connection? There seems to be a connection, Terry, between Stephen and Pasty.
Yes.
Just because he doesn't want a little hoochie calling in and saying, let's get it on, that's, he's not into that. He wants to have the connection with the woman.
Right.
What's wrong with that?
Well, that's more hoochies for me.
But he doesn't really, because he's not really trying to find candidates, is my point. It's not like he's dating girl after girl going, there was no connection.
Are you actively,
he's not even dating.
Actively seeking candidates. What was the last date you went on there, Pasty?
It's been a while since there's been an actual date. Yeah.
The last date, is it safe to say it's the girl we set you up with when ACOB was out here and she was at that big thing that we had, or what?
Oh, the big thing.
No, I think I've been on a date since that. But
really? Wow. How'd it go?
Baby daddy!
Yeah, coming over, baby.
And how'd that work out for you?
It didn't.
Oh, geez. Well, why didn't it work out? Maybe if we figure out why it didn't work out, we can start to figure out how it will work out.
Well, it was one of those situations where I'd found a girl that I thought was attractive, and I thought, this is a possibility.
Was she a listener?
She was not, no.
Liar.
Liar. They all are.
How'd you meet her then? How'd you meet her? She wasn't a listener.
She'd heard the show. I didn't meet her through the show.
Did she MySpace you from listening to the show?
No, I met her through a friend of a friend, actually.
Friend of a friend.
Sounds a little sketchy to me, Terry.
Of all the listeners. Friend.
But that's better for him.
And where'd you take her?
We didn't actually. It was kind of a group thing. We all.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez, you're a quick mover.
So you went out in a big pack, and you went to, like, the club, a bar, or what?
We're just a little bar, close bar that's close to my place.
And you didn't connect?
Did not connect. Was not feeling. There was no vibe there.
You mean she wasn't into Jessica Alba and Lost either? Wow.
That's what I opened with.
Surprised you didn't hit it off.
What you opened with.
Man.
Now, were you drinking, or what?
I think I had a drink there.
Was she drinking?
Social drinking. Yes, she was.
What was she drinking? What was her drink of choice? Tell me a lot about her, Terry.
Really?
Cranberry and vodka?
Vodka, yeah.
Vodka cran? What kind of vodka did she want?
House.
I don't recall.
Was she a house girl? Was she a Grey Goose or a Kettle One or a Belvedere or what?
I want to say she did get the house.
Or somewhere in between.
I don't recall that. I think she got the house vodka. I didn't hear her specify. So
I think if you're putting cranberry in it, you probably want the house.
Well, you can go Absolute. It tastes great. You can go Styling. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do.
Cranberry kills the taste, though, is my point.
Smirnoff.
If you're going to sip vodka, you probably want a nice one. I like Smirnoff, yeah. That's a great value.
You don't remember you don't take that into consideration, what kind of alcohol she's ordering?
Well, I know what kind of drink she had. I'm not exactly sure what kind of vodka she had in it.
Did she specify a vodka?
Specify a
All right, then she got the house vodka.
I'm sure that's probably what it was.
All right.
Wow.
Once you specify, you get in the house. Right? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But no connection.
No, it just didn't click. And
Just didn't click.
We're not clicking.
Click free, my friend.
Did she know at the end of the night, or did she have to wait and see that you didn't call her or talk to her again that you didn't click? Did she have a pretty good idea that you weren't clicking?
No, I think.
Did you ever discuss that you weren't clicking?
No, we didn't discuss it, but I think it was pretty clear throughout the night that there wasn't a connection there.
She made her write an essay on fellatio.
No kidding.
See how that turned out.
She didn't talk to you? That was the...
Yeah. She kept ignoring me. Yeah.
Do you feel that it was a fair assessment, though, after one group date?
Well, I mean, it's...
And why the group date? You're not a group kind of guy.
It's more comfortable to go out with a couple people.
I'm not. Maybe you need to get out of your comfort zone. You ever think of that?
Well,
sure?
I'm definitely not the awkward sit down at a restaurant, have a date type of person. No, that's just really awkward to me.
Okay.
All right. All right, man. Thanks for the update. And how long ago was
5 years.
How long ago was that? Is this over a year ago or no?
No, but just under a year.
Just under a year.
Pretty close.
All right, so it's almost a year that he's gone without a date, Terry.
Yeah.
I see. Wonderful. If only you could swear off cigarettes the same way you're able to swear off dates, man.
Oh, that's been done again. That is done.
Oh, you're back on the no-smoking little area of the world, or what?
Back to 2 weeks now, yeah.
2 weeks.
You must not be reading his blog.
Okay.
I have been updating my blog.
That's good to know. There it is. Pasty Dave, ladies and gentlemen, still a virgin.
Woo!
Really no kind of signs on the horizon that status is coming to an end anytime soon.
Because he's got to click with that special someone on a date.
I mean, if I waited to click with someone, I'd still be a virgin right now.
I think actually that's why Steven kind of relates, is because we all know how he was de-virginized. It was against his will. And had it been, you know...
I don't think that's why I relate. I just think I'm not somebody who really just wants to throw it around, and that's kind of what you're expecting Pasty to do. That's not him. Some people are like that.
Well, trust me, you get more out of life by just throwing it around. Within reason. I mean, protecting yourself. Me being the reason. Anyway, was there anything else you want to talk about, Terry?
No, I gave you that little story. Well, I have plenty of other stories.
Oh, please.
If you like.
Yes, give me another quick one. What do you got?
This is actually something kind of interesting, a little survey they found.
So is Pasty invited to your hotel or not?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Pasty, you got to come
He ain't going,
out.
though, but he already said he's not going.
Why wouldn't you come, Pasty?
All right.
Asia baby wants to be a virgin, by the way.
She wants to be a virgin?
Yeah, she says, I want to be a virgin.
I'll take care of that. Tell her I'm on it. Tell her to call me.
Okay.
All right.
The T-Man Show.
Well, a cell phone caught the terrifying moments at a zoo in the Netherlands as a 400-pound gorilla goes on a rampage.
Right.
This is an 11-year-old gorilla named Bokito during an escape from his enclosure at the Rotterdam Zoo on Friday. The gorilla was eventually cornered in a restaurant and sedated with a tranquilizer dart.
Wow.
At least 4 people.
That's what I have to do to have my wife have sex with me at this point in my life, Terry. And we had some weekend sex over the weekend. But this is the number one video as far as most viewed on YouTube right now. The Bokito gorilla. No relation to Miguel, Terry. Loose In a zoo? Was it a zoo over the weekend? Yes. And what do we know about Bakito there, Lou?
I'll tell you, that Bakito's a hell of a player. He can run fast, he can swing hard,
I understand.
he can throw his own faces at people. He's got a hell of an arm.
Yes. It's quite the quality to pick up on. I'm sure your scouts saw that from back in the day.
As a 400-pound gorilla goes on a rampage. This is an 11-year-old gorilla named Bakito during escape from his enclosure at the Rotterdam Zoo on Friday. Yeah. The gorilla was eventually cornered in a restaurant and sedated with a tranquilizer dart. Oh, yeah. At least 4 people were injured, including one woman who was actually dragged around and bitten by Bakito.
Yeah, that's not how you want to spend your afternoon at the zoo, Terry.
No.
You don't go hoping to be dragged around by the hair by the gorilla.
But if you saw it, you'd love it.
No.
You'd have to capture it on your cell phone, which is what people did, which is why it's available on YouTube. Yeah. Instead of assisting your fellow man these days.
Yeah, I know. Stepping in and calling 911, maybe.
Right. The reflex action, to as far as your natural instinct, is to turn on your cell phone. Right.
Yeah, if this is YouTube Video of the Week, I'll get a free T-shirt. I better keep aiming.
Instead of using your cell phone to call 911, you use your cell phone to capture video, so you get that free T-shirt on YouTube. And
911 uses airtime, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's free.
Oh, it is? Okay, good.
Okay.
Call all you want, Stephen. Don't people realize that caged animals hate us?
Wow.
I know.
Ooh, a caged animal went crazy. That's weird. What you get? It's funny.
Oh, jeez. That's what they get for going to the zoo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bunch of cretins shuffling around. Look at that animal.
Okay.
More popcorn.
Sounds pretty...
Wow.
I just think it's funny that people are so outraged by a caged animal that freaked out.
We should be pretty confident that we'll never see you at a zoo. Is that right?
I've been to zoos. I don't know. I don't hate them.
Fraud!
I guess.
Hypocrite! Anyway, what else is going on there, Terrence? What else is happening on a Monday morning, please?
Got
I go to zoos
it.
for the snow cones.
Oh, jeez. You have your own snow cone machine. Don't pretend like we don't know. Anyway.
Got a stat of the day for you.
Stat of the day?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm ready for the stat of the day. Terry, we should have had, what is it? It's past 8:30 now. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
It's 8:32 to be precise.
Need a popper stopper.
You're waiting this long to give us the stat of the day?
Sorry. No, we've been busy.
Okay, well, I don't know with what, but go ahead.
I know. Stat of the day is...
Oh, jeez.
84% of women ages 18 to 28...
Stop there.
Okay, say...
No.
Oh.
Did he say 84% of women between the ages of 18 and 28?
28, yes.
I could probably guess what it is.
All right.
I've been dragged around a zoo by a gorilla. 84% of women only.
Women only.
Ages 18 to 28.
Correct. Can I go on now?
Have douched in the zoo bathroom.
No!
Oh.
84%.
What if I nailed it, though? Would you be shocked? You'd be like, oh, my gosh.
Yes, I would.
That'd be quite the segue, too.
Yes. That is the best place, if you have to, Terry, to do it, by the way.
Really?
I just prefer one of the cages. They'll never know the difference.
84% of women between the ages of 18 and 28 have done this. That's your question, Terry?
Well, I not have done, but I don't even know how to.
All right, just tell us what it is.
Yeah, I can't play that game.
Okay, she can't play that game yet.
Higher.
Say that a man has approached them at a bar simply by walking up behind them and, quote, grinding from behind.
Oh, yeah. No better way to say how'd you do than that, Terry. 84% of women, that must include even the chubby ones, Terry, are suggesting that they have been victim to this.
Yes.
Being in a bar, being at a club, and having a man walk up behind them and grind on them. Oh, bad move by me. Bad timing.
Got something started.
And then I do have a second stat of the day for you.
Double stat.
I'm still working on the first stat, Terry.
All right.
Is the second stat in relation to the first stat?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, then it's really not a second stat.
Oh, but yeah.
The first stat is that 84% of women who are of club-going age.
Yes.
18 to 28.
Yes.
If you're older than 28, get the hell out of the clubs.
Wow.
You are suggesting that you have been approached by a man at some point in your club-going life.
Woohoo!
And been grinded on from behind.
Yes, that's how they...
You poor 16% of the ladies out there. Any day now.
No. Don't you see my booty?
Love averages.
Anyway.
So are you suggesting if this is anywhere close to true, Terry. And what does your gut tell you? More peanut butter. What does your gut tell you besides more peanut butter, Terry? Does this seem like a reasonable number? Do you think this is true? Do you think men are so Creighton-like, or is this just a way of hey, this is the true animal instincts which we're all derived from, Terry, as human beings, coming to the surface, and this is the way we should be introducing ourselves.
Oh, jeez. No, I think what
it's a little unnecessary, is what you're saying?
Yeah, tad.
You don't like to be approached by someone in that fashion, and all of a sudden,
unknowingly, and some stranger.
Well, what if you look over your shoulder and he's terribly handsome?
It doesn't matter. Get off me.
Oh, jeez.
You had me at tall boy.
Terry.
It is kind of uncomfortable.
But whatever. Don't pretend like every guy across the board, be he the most perfect-looking guy as far as whatever your definition is, would get the same reaction of get off me.
No, actually, I think they would. But I mean, and according
if it was too on you, even if it was, let's say I could paint a picture, and I can't paint. Let's say I were to construct it in our minds, both me and you, whatever you consider the most outstanding looking dude in the history of the world.
Right.
He grinds on you by in that fashion of meeting you, you would say, get the hell off me.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Because it's uncomfortable.
How many people believe Terry free?
But it is.
Well, why do you guys keep doing it then if it doesn't work?
Must be working, Terry.
Can I give you the second stat?
Please, if it kind of ties into if it's working or not?
Yes.
All right.
Of that 84% of the women,
100% have sex on the first night with them. Wow. Whoa, what's
so of that 84% of those women, 18 to 28, who have been approached that way.
Got it.
30% say that that's an acceptable way to approach them.
Oh,
and they were into it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 30% say, 30%. Bring it on.
So, but still,
I don't want any small talk. I don't want any small anything, by the way.
I want to feel like a shish kebab.
All right.
Make it happen.
See you later, then.
Well, I mean,
Pasty, you get this?
Well, he can't do it. He'll kill somebody.
Immediate rushing to the hospital because Pasty grinded on her with his magnum.
You get knocked out.
And she wasn't prepared for it.
Wow.
Can't wait to see that on the news.
Wow. So these are your stats of the day. Yes. Wow, aren't they fascinating, don't you know? 84% of women who are going to the clubs say that they've been approached by a guy. Unbeknownst to them, out of nowhere, he came strolling on into the picture, and before they knew what was happening,
they were all up on her.
He was grinding on her from behind. Is the way you put it. It's not like full frontal grinding.
No.
You don't want to look the fat one right in the eye. Never.
So he's facing her behind and grinding on her.
Yeah. Yes.
84%.
84% of women say that has been the way that a man has approached them.
I got to go back to the clubs, Terry. I'm only a couple years removed from retiring from the clubs, Terry.
Right.
I got to go back. Buying drinks for women. What the hell am I doing?
Jeez.
Throw my package right up on there.
From behind, though.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it is pretty uncomfortable. I mean, I think for some...
So you're telling the men to quit it.
Yeah, come on.
You're telling dudes to stop it. You're being idiots.
Yes.
But the success rate isn't too bad. 30% or whatever you said?
Yeah, I'll take my chances, man.
Definitely.
It's good odds. 3 out of 10 of those women who are getting grinded on are like, yeah, buddy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Been checking you out from across the room. I thought you'd never make it on over here.
Yeah, buddy.
As soon as I turn my back, I feel you on me. Perfect. Yeah, buddy.
But still, that doesn't mean, though, that you're walking out as the guy. You're walking out with that girl who said, okay, I'm, yeah, buddy.
Oh, geez. The real stat of the day is what percent of the people out there think Terry's just an absolute liar for saying that every guy in the world that could ever do something like this to her would be shunned. Would be shunned. And, of course, you're a happily married woman now. I guess that's the word.
Right.
Let's say...
That's the word. Rumor has it.
Let's say that you... Because you're probably factoring this all in as a happily married woman. Let's say you were single and desperate.
Seriously.
Single and desperate?
Single and desperate. I'm still like, dude. I mean, it creeps me out.
You'd be like, dude, get off me.
Get off me.
You have no
it's
shot
not a
now.
hey, buddy.
You've ruined any shot you have now.
Yes.
Wow, I love single and desperate.
Yes. I know I look desperate, and yes, I'm single, but I'm not that desperate and single.
Single and desperate is so just underrated.
So you'd rather they just say, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, Can you strike up a conversation?
What I'm saying is, if I've gone off the track a little bit here, it's so cool to be single and desperate. I miss those days.
Well, do you?
Not that I'm not happy at my days now, Terry. I'm very happy.
Right.
But when you're single and desperate, you think it's the worst thing in the world. Oh, man, is that underrated. Okay, let's get back to the conversation at hand. Terry's a liar!
That's just me.
You're a liar.
Why am I a liar?
Because you could say all you want to say in the coziness of this little studio, but the realities of your life just don't seem to be that simple.
Well, if 10 guys call right now and say they grinded on Terry in a club and went home with her.
Call. Please do it.
Terry,
I've been in this area
Terry,
for a long time.
Don't make me clear the lines and call your bluff, because I am quite the reader of people.
Go for it.
And I'm suggesting that if I cleared the lines, I'd get people calling up saying, yeah, maybe it was back in '88, but I grinded on Terry, and she was very appreciative, and she showed me all the way home.
And Hotshot was at a zoo.
Grinded on the animals.
That's right. Isn't it sad the gorilla's only 100 pounds bigger than me?
Oh.
Sorry. Digressed.
Can't believe it's that far off. Anyway. All right, Terry, I'll take your word for it. I will take your word for it, because you look like you're not wavering. You don't look like you're squirming in your chair.
Again,
you just don't like that.
It's just an uncomfortable
and
thing
all,
for me.
All women should feel that way?
Yeah, I think so.
But isn't that acceptable club behavior? Isn't that how you get to know somebody?
Clubs are so crowded, Terry. You can't help but start grinding on someone from behind, even if his name is Chico.
You just can't help it.
Yeah.
Chico, I'm the man.
Oh.
A long ago reference. I never even watched it. Anyway. All right.
I mean, yippee for those 30% who say, hey, buddy.
Oh, jeez.
Liking it.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Glad you do.
What percent was it again?
30%.
30%.
Say that is an acceptable way to approach them.
Now, by saying it's acceptable, does that mean they want it? They want it?
I just think that they're like, they'll feel the bump and go, all right,
I think if it's the right guy, Terry, any woman, most women would be okay with that. If it's the right guy, if there's one, every night you're at the club, there's one guy who's the top guy in your mind, right or wrong? It's only,
I'm sure,
stands to reason. That makes sense, right?
Right, makes sense.
Now, on most nights, the average person in a club can't get the top person that they see in the club. Right? That's just not the way the world works, unfortunately. It'd be a perfect world if you could just walk into a club on any night, pick out the one you want, and be able to screw her. But that's not the way it works.
I'm not a personal trainer with a permatan. Sorry.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, a woman goes into a club, and I'm sure she picks out a guy who's, as far as she's concerned, the top guy in the club.
Oh, he's 300 pounds. All that.
Let's say it's that guy who all of a sudden you turn your back to get a drink, and he's grinding on your rear.
Yes.
Is it still a problem, Terry, with what you say the average woman should feel? I don't think so. Mm-hmm.
But you have to also understand.
The world doesn't work that way. It's
right.
a fairy tale. Always the weird-looking guy.
Exactly. It's not that hot one that you're like going, oh, yeah, buddy.
He's just a tad above mediocre-looking, which isn't enough.
Yeah, it's that guy. Because the guy who is that ultimate guy in the club.
You don't need to be doing that.
He doesn't need to.
It's a damn shame.
Maybe
he should have to.
Yeah.
He should want to.
But why should he when he's, could just post up looking all fine?
Looking at you, and he says,
anyway.
I need that.
1-866-663 T-Man. Let's go to the phones. Let's start with Sean in Fremont. Yes, Sean.
Hello?
Yeah, Sean. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, sir. What can we do for you?
I'd like to get on the party list for that the motel party this weekend.
The motel party. That is pretty damn accurate.
Hotel party, my bad. Excuse me, Mr. T-Man.
No, I think you were right. Motel sounds about right. Well, Vinnie the Pooh's not in the studio at this moment, but he'll be back soon. And we'll let him know when you get back that you're on the motel party list.
The hotel, excuse me.
Hang on, Sean. And now, there are 2 all-access passes.
Wow.
That's all I can really do here. Jay in Seattle, you're next. Yes, Jay.
Yeah, man, I gotta say, Terry is lying because she knows she was very attracted to the dude in the club. She would let him do it because it's the ugly dudes that don't get no play. And I know she's a liar because she has it in her hoochie in her that will do it. But since she's a family woman, like you said, she's being biased. She's not thinking of when she was in the field. So it won't even matter right now. Of course, she's going to say that because it's untruth.
Mm-hmm.
Because she knows that's how
You're saying you're wearing a different hat these days, Terry, than you used to wear, that you wear when you're really on the streets.
No, I mean, back when I was in the club,
Man, hung up on you, Terry. I actually heard. I don't have to wonder if this guy got disconnected accidentally or if he hung up, because I heard him hang up. He said what he needed to say, called you out, and hung up the line.
Hung up. That's calling me out. Has no response. Please. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No willingness to debate you because you're so hardcore.
Because he knows that I'm right and he's wrong.
Wow.
But your life could change over the years, so.
Sure.
But don't you acknowledge, Terry, that this is how it is in the clubs? Did you understand that?
I do understand that.
Okay.
I do, and I'm not saying
whether
that
it's because they're so crowded or that's just the way it is. Regardless, this is the way you're rolling up on people and you just throwing it up there.
But I'm saying, and I'm saying for me, it's for me.
Even if the club is empty, there's two people in it. One person's going to walk up to the other, turn her around, and rub his business all up on her, Terry. That's the way you meet and greet.
Okay.
I mean, everyone's found themselves doing it, and the next day thinking, what was I doing? It's so rude to just do that to somebody. But you do it.
Really? I never thought that at all. I was like, wow, I was on last night.
I always feel kind of weird.
D, you're on the air. Yes, D.
Sorry, I've covered you in sweat.
My question is, and all these ladies that say, all these people rub this stuff up on them, how many of these ladies were already dancing on the floor? Because, that's just the way of dancing these days.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if this is pertaining necessarily to dance floor situations. I think this is just all over the club by the bars and stuff like that.
Yeah, the stat
if it's on the dance floor, it shouldn't even be part of the stat, Terry. That's just the way, that's just the way everyone's
right. I understand
dancing.
that
You can't
as well.
help but throw it around and have it hit that, and hit this, and hit her, and hit this, and I didn't mean to put it in your eye there. And, that's just the way it works.
Because I'm quick to swoop in on it and do it. That's nothing to me.
Yes. So I don't think if this is about dance floors, Terry, I don't think the stat should even apply. This is just the
that's not the stat I read. The stat I read said 84% of women ages 18 to 28 say that a man has approached them at a bar simply by walking up behind them and, quote, grinding from behind.
Well, if a woman doesn't want
anything about a dance floor.
If a woman doesn't want that, then she shouldn't go to the clubs these days. A woman shouldn't go to a bar of any kind of real social nature if she's not expecting that is an absolute possibility.
Or anywhere.
A woman shouldn't go to a deli, Terry.
Wow.
I do that at the bank when there's a long line.
A woman shouldn't go to the bank. She shouldn't go to the grocery store, expecting to stand by the frozen food section and not have someone roll up on her and grind her from behind. Please. Look at the way she's thumping the melons in the produce section.
She wants me bad.
Of course.
I better go grind from behind.
So basically what we're saying is women shouldn't leave their houses in the year 2007 if they don't expect that at some point during the day, it's very possible that some dude's going to roll up from behind her and start grinding on her ass.
Not even saving the house. Probably a guy living there.
This is just the way the world has evolved. And Terry's saying it's a damn shame and it's demeaning to women. Am I going too far, Terry, or is this pretty much it?
I think, yeah.
And women who are accepting...
You're not respecting my space. You're not respecting me.
Your space deserves so much respect.
Well, it does.
A woman who is welcoming this or not showing any kind of discomfort from it, Terry, is doing herself a disservice. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but tell me, I'm just trying to figure out where you stand. Sounds good.
Here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Soapbox Terry is up on the box.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
so am I.
That's not an unreasonable request.
To stay out of my personal space until... at what point can he invade your personal space? Later in the night, if things are going well, can he invade your space
can you have
then?
a conversation with me and,
About what? First of all...
Face, maybe?
All right.
She's such a conversationalist. I need someone that can keep up with me, with my conversation.
Terry's one of the world's greatest conversationalists, as you've learned through the
So you'd rather just have my behind the whole night?
Terry, if I have a choice?
Oh, wow!
Which way do you think I'm going?
The T-Man Show.
Crystal in San Jose, you're on the air. Hello.
Hi, T-Man.
What's up, baby?
Hey, I just want to give my input about...
Oh, yeah. Nicely put. Yes. Mm-hmm. About what now?
About the whole, the 18 to 28, the 84%.
Yes, 84% of 18 to 28-year-olds who are in the clubs have gone on record saying they've been approached by some male specimen by him before he even says word one to her, grinding up on her a behind, yes.
Yes. Well, basically, okay, I'm 21, so I'm new to the whole...
Perfect. You're new to the whole what? The whole club world?
What was that?
You said you're new to what?
I said I'm 21, so I'm new to the whole club scene, right?
All right, the real club scene, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what
Be prepared, honey.
Not the minor league 18 to 21-year-old club scene. Yes, go ahead. Not the bush leagues.
Okay, basically what I think is like you're going to expect it regardless if you like it or not because you're not there for small talk, you're there to dance.
Oh, jeez.
And if a dude sees you and he's like...
But Terry was even indicating that in bars, where there may not even be a dance floor kind of situation, there may be a jukebox and a makeshift dance floor, but even in bars, which aren't really your club scene, that this statistic carries over to those kind of atmospheres. You ever been to like a hardcore drinking real-time bar or no, Crystal? Or is that not what you're... No, she's not into that.
I'm not really into
Where there's a pool table.
Watering hole, Terry. She wants to go and... If she can't flirt with a DJ, she ain't going to any spot.
Exactly. So basically, it's like, I know Terry, everybody's different, but the fact is, Terry's Terry, and she's not going to want that, but, a dude is not going to know that.
So if some guy who was decent looking came up behind you and started grinding on you, you would be perfectly okay with that? You wouldn't be put off at all? You wouldn't feel like you have been demeaned in any sense of the word?
No. If he's looking cute, oh, heck yeah.
No, he's not. He's looking maybe, I bet, if you look hard enough, there's a cute feature here or there, like he's got one nostril that looks right.
But it's not the perfect,
By far, totally from perfect, but he's not ugly. He's not by any means ugly.
If he's not ugly, then yeah. Because...
But you're not interested. This guy who's grinding on you, you're not interested. But you don't feel kind of like grossed out at all?
Not really. You could just tell him, you just turn around and be like, oh, okay, well, just push him a little. Like, just to give him a little sign. But if, you're not there to talk. I understand Terry's like, oh, well, talk to me. How is he going to talk to you when the music's loud? You know?
Yeah, I was even thinking that. How are you supposed to have a conversation like you're talking about, Terry, when you can't even hear yourself think in your typical club situation? Now... as I said at the end of the last segment, Terry, and Crystal is pretty much reiterating, if I'm understanding her correctly, you don't leave the house and go to a club if you're not willing. You got to be willing, Terry, to be grinded on, because that's what's going down. So if you're
dance clubs, okay, I can understand that.
You're a woman and you want to feel some extraneous object on your ass crack, and you turn around and find out it's a guy, Terry, then don't leave the house that night. Stay home and watch the rerun of 24 that's on TiVo.
Sounds good.
I'm sure all women want to watch. Yes, the Woman Show 24. Is that right?
Very good, actually. I love it.
I don't know if women really like it as much as you like it, Terry.
Well,
Terry's one of the few women.
I think it's more of a guy show.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
But, there's plenty of...
Crystal, you ain't watching 24, are you?
No.
What shows are you into on TV right now?
Right now, I'm watching Charm School.
Oh,
jeez, really?
Oh,
man.
Stop it.
That looks terrible. But I watch it. That
Anything terrible is good enough for me. Yeah. More terrible, the more entertaining it usually is. All right, thank you for the call, Crystal.
No problem.
Take care, baby.
Anything with Monique. I love her whole body of work.
You just love her whole body.
She's a real talent.
It's quite the body of work.
Oh, my goodness.
Fit a lot of work in that body.
Yeah. So.
Recently had twins. You grind on her with severe caution, Terry. Proceed with caution.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel and Kent want to talk about lesbian bars. Yes, Rachel.
Good morning. How are you?
How do you know when you've been grinding on a lesbian bar?
I know. I think it's the most ridiculous thing ever. You would think it's the one place you can go and not get grinded on by men, but it happens.
Oh, by men? Men are grinding on you in a lesbian, and they know, these men who are there know it's a lesbian bar?
Yes. Yes. Well, there specifically because it's a lesbian bar, because apparently there is a misconception by men that if I go to a lesbian bar and I grind on a lesbian, suddenly she's going to be straight.
Well, she may not be straight, but she could be into it.
Yeah, that's not true.
You think?
Not necessarily looking for conversion like a lot of women seek to do with homosexual men.
Right.
But it doesn't mean there's a difference between her being turning straight as opposed to her being into it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
She could be into it and not turn straight.
Right.
But the guy's hoping for a threesome at least, right?
Exactly.
To pull out of there.
In other words, she's into it.
Yeah, because, seriously, the fact that you're coming to grind on me suddenly is just going to make a threesome sound really, it's like I don't have sex with men, but the fact that you're grinding on me now, I'm convinced. I'm completely convinced now.
Rachel,
that fixed me.
Rachel and Ken, thank you for the call. Now, Leslie in San Jose says guys are acting gross in bars all the time by grinding on women. So she's more in your camp, Terry. Want to hear from Leslie?
Absolutely.
Take in mind her name is Leslie.
And that's the thing is that I mean, it does. It gets almost to the point where, okay, so you have, let's say, the 21-year-old who's newly into the dancing thing, into the clubs.
Yes.
Okay, so some guy that she thinks attractive starts grinding up, on her, whatever.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But then they get totally obnoxious about it because they think, oh, yeah, I'm totally in. Let me really go overboard.
So you're saying this has got to stop. It's gross. It's unnecessary.
It's creepy. It's gosh.
And the fact that women haven't put up the stop sign and letting guys know this is unacceptable is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Women have allowed this to evolve over the past 5-some-odd years, and now all guys are walking up behind women and grinding on them before they even really catch any kind of eye contact in clubs.
Right. And the girl even said, hey, if the guy's not, or getting a little out of control, you just push him off. Well, then that means you don't like it. So why are you saying that it's acceptable?
You push him off. Sounds like bar fight to me, Terry. I think the best way is just the way, at least I got it very clear that women weren't into me in bars. It's just ignore me. All right? Which they seem to be very easily doing. Leslie, yes. You wanted to say what now?
Hello?
Leslie, yes. You're on the air.
I just want to say that I actually agree with Tari.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want some ugly-ass guy or even some good-looking guy to really, go right behind me and grind me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, if he's really good-looking, then he would stand out there, post, and, and you know what? Let him be, but I think the desperate guys have to go behind women to grind.
So
desperate women that have to allow these men to grind on them.
See, so these aren't the real good-looking guys. They're probably not the ugly guys either. They're somewhere in the mediocre range, Terry, from slightly below mediocre to slightly to a little bit more than slightly above mediocre-looking, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere close in that good-looking ballpark, but by no means one of the best-looking guys in the clubs that are walking up behind women and grinding on them with their half-tank situation.
Right, and the other thing, too, I think what happens is that the guys are way more drunk than they want to let on. So they think that, hey, I've got control and I am being really hot and sexy and, I can grab this chick, they're talking with their fellas about how, watch me and I'll pull her tonight. Yeah.
So where are you going to be Memorial Day weekend there, Leslie?
God.
I love a girl who doesn't like to be grinded on, Terry.
Yeah, right.
Break her down in a second. Leslie, what are your Memorial Day weekend plans there in San Jose?
I'm sorry?
What are you going to be doing this Memorial Day weekend? I know we're just starting this week, but Memorial Day weekend is coming up this weekend. What are your big plans?
I'm not sure yet. Partying?
Yeah, that's my question. Where? Where am I going to find you?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Well, thanks for the tip.
I got to check up with my girls.
Okay. You get back to me. I'll be there. Ready to grind. I don't even want to look at you. Turn around. Let me grind.
I know. Why? You can't come to me face to face.
Oh, jeez. Terry, faces are overrated.
Are they?
Yes. And you know what? When it comes down to it, an ass and a face, about as arbitrary as a face is just as arbitrary a spot on the human body as the ass, right?
A lot of people talk out of both of them.
But it's just being cocky. I mean, if you turn around,
interesting choice of words, Stephen.
And get into it with him, then he thinks you're going to be easy, and that's what he wants.
Family show, Stephen.
Yeah.
Use your terminology a little bit more selectively, please.
Arrogant.
Okay, there you go. All right. What he just did was really cocky. Ew. 1-866-663-T-Man. Terry, I think we get the point. Even though everyone feels like they got to get their 2 cents in on the grinding situations of our club world, let me tell you a great place to grind.
Okay.
Well, if you were at the Bomb, Terry, 2007, that was a great place to grind on a stranger. But now the Bomb 2007, well, it was. I got to be honest.
Put that on the ticket.
Grind fest.
Well, now that that's in the books, you got Summer Jam right on the horizon, Terry.
Woohoo.
And we took listeners from the Northwest. We flew them down to the Bay for the Bomb 2007. We will do the same for those in the Bay for the concert in the Northwest known as Summer Jam 2007. Tickets for Summer Jam 2007, Terry, go on sale on June 2nd, and they go as low as $9.33. Are you kidding me? When was the last time you get into a concert for $9.33?
It's been a while.
It's been a little bit of a...
Yeah. You think?
Get into anything.
Yeah.
To get into anything for $9, get into a library for $9.33, you find a hard time, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets go on sale on June 2nd for Summer Jam 2007 for as low as $9.33. Now, those are lawn seats, but on the lawn is as much of the party-like experience of Summer Jam 2007 as anywhere, maybe even better. Mm-hmm. So you're getting, rewarded for paying the lowest prices of being on the lawn. Lawn's not a bad spot. It's not reserved seating, but it's a fun little party Summer Jam atmosphere.
Yeah, it is.
And the lawn seats are going for $9.33. And then to get more reserve-type seating areas, you go up from there. But I'm glad the ticket prices start so low this year. And when you factor in that your headliners are the combination of Nas and taking a back seat to nobody, Ludacris, Terry. It's a pretty good place to start as far as the acts that are going to appear at Summer Jam 2007. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Nas and Ludacris are a good little duo headlining situation.
Double bill.
For 2007. All right?
Yep.
Now, would you consider them co-headliners? Because I kind of would, even though Nas may be one bump below Ludacris there.
I think it's a bump.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I see that, but still, even though Ludacris is a bump above, doesn't mean Nas isn't considered a headliner.
Right.
All right.
It's out of control.
Yes. So, I have some backstage passes right now to give away, Terry.
Oh, backstage passes.
Wow. I'm not playing around here. I mean, as I said, appreciate the lawn seats for $9.33, but I'm not going to give away lawn seats. I'm going to give away some backstage passes for Summer Jam 2007, which is scheduled to be July 28th.
Woo!
So if you're backstage, you're open season and being grinded on, right?
Oh,
come on.
If you don't want to be grinded on, I wouldn't call right now.
I'll be the first to do it. Come here.
Yeah, you would.
Because you go and tell Luda or Dirty Harry that you don't want them grinding on you. All right. Now, how should we give away a couple of backstage passes for Summer Jam 2007, Terry? First caller.
Yeah.
Horse racing trivia was such a hit earlier in the show.
Oh, that was.
I wouldn't go that far. Let's see. So I got all these calls waiting. Let me go to some of these calls and see what's happening out there. Let's go to who's been waiting the longest here. Let me go to Johnny in San Jose. Go ahead, Johnny.
Yeah, what's up, T-Man?
How are you, sir?
Oh, you just bomb, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thanks.
Drive with you anyway. Hey, but I was going to make a comment about that grinding and stuff.
Yes.
They can just walk off the floor. Don't even have to dance with the guy. But
again, I'm not so sure we're talking about specifically dance floors. As a matter of fact, I know we're not. Anywhere in the club, you are susceptible to being grinded on if you're a woman going to clubs in 2007. You could be close to the bar. You could be as far away from the dance floor as anywhere in a club.
So, you're sitting, you're just waiting for a drink.
You could be posted up anywhere, just waiting to go to the bathroom, Terry.
Right.
And some guy could roll up on you and start grinding on you. And that's just the way the meet and greet goes down these days.
Like to meet you.
Meat. I'd like you to meet my meat.
Now, meat is spelled with 2 E's.
Okay.
All right? But in some circles, you may want to choose an alternate spelling. So, Johnny, to suggest it's only going on the dance floor and all you have to do is get off the dance floor to stop this from happening isn't necessarily the case.
Yeah, okay. But T-Man.
Yes.
I've been trying to get my daughter some tickets. She's only 13 years old, right?
Yes.
My mom's got cancer and I got cancer.
Oh, jeez. Wow. That's bonus cancer.
Not double cancer.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She deserves, if anything, she deserves something like that.
Like
you know?
what? But we're talking about a concert in the Northwest, Johnny. You're in San Jose, and I'm not prepared. I don't even have the packages in front of me as far as those from the Bay who are going to fly up and go to the concert. So when I do and I start giving those away, that'll be the time for you to call, Johnny.
Okay, I thought you were talking about over here.
But in the meantime, Johnny, here's what I want to do. I want to give Johnny some stuff.
All right.
All right? Because he's dealing with some hard times right now. And I love a good... Well, I don't love a good sad story, Terry. But I have feelings, too, even though some people out there don't believe that. So, Johnny, hang on the line. We'll at least get your daughter a bunch of CDs or something like that, all right?
All right.
All right, hang on, ma'am.
Okay.
Tari sounds like a nice guy, Terry.
He does.
Could be making up the whole story, but I doubt it.
He bought it. Yeah, like we both would have cancer.
A Pasty! Give him more than just your regular old 3-pack of CDs. Throw in some bonus prizes for Johnny.
Bonus prizes, 4th CD.
Because I would say a daughter who has both her parents suffering from cancer may not be the best of days.
Yeah.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be pretty damn sad. And a pretty lame story to make up, so I assume he's not making it up, Terry.
That would be,
Make up a story like that for just CDs, Terry?
Very worth it.
Mm-hmm. Well, he wanted concert tickets, but, yeah.
Wanted whatever you were giving out.
Hey, I was giving away bomb tickets for, like, how long did it seem, Terry? For, like, a month. Where was Johnny then?
Didn't have it.
He was not on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
1-866-663 T-Man. Tyler in Seattle. Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes, Tyler, what can I do for you?
Hey,
well, actually, I'm looking up on the call board. Do you mind if I put you back on hold for a second, Tyler? At least I can keep you on the line while I talk to Nicole in Tukwila, because she wants to talk about a situation where she was in a bar, and she got grinded on, Terry, but the guy didn't have it inside, if you know what I'm saying.
Whoa.
What? Really? Well, that's what she wants to describe. I just saw that, and I almost want to get some details on that, if you don't mind.
Go for it. Details, please.
All right, Tyler, hang on. You can stay on with us here. And Nicole.
Yeah?
What's the story?
Well, I was at Jillian's in Tacoma a couple years ago.
Now, keep it clean, because it is a family show, yes. She has to go. This story goes back 2 years, keep in mind. Yes.
I was on the dance floor, and we were dancing and everything. And then all of a sudden, I felt something kind of soft and chubby, and I was just like,
all right.
What in the world is that? And
like hot shot?
Yeah, well, was I there dancing or what?
And then you married him.
And then you married him, is that right?
No, I didn't marry him.
No, not on the spot.
Just had a kid.
No, and I was just like, what was that? And he tried to tell me it was the handle of his brush. Of his brush. And I was just like, no, I think I know what a unit feels like, okay?
All right, but all right, so was it out or was it in?
It was out of his pants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
And you needed to take his word on it that it was the handle of his brush?
When you
he tried to tell me it was
I always put that through my pee hole. All right, there it is. I don't know, Terry.
But she's not opposed to it, just it was not what she was looking for.
You don't call it a pee hole?
I do. I just anytime you can work that word into my daily vocabulary, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Pee hole.
Tyler, I'm sorry to put you aside for that.
Tyler's cracking up.
Tyler, what can I do for you, sir?
Well, I kind of got an issue with a girl that I kind of went out with 5 years ago.
All right. Well, Tyler, you have called the right place to eliminate issues from your relationship life. I don't know if you know the history of the T-Man, but I, the good Dr. T, have eliminated more relationship issues at no cost to my fellow listener than anyone in the history of the planet, Tyler. Go ahead.
I've heard, man, and
yes.
I believe you.
So you know the deal. Go ahead.
All right. Well,
I'm sorry, I can't help you. Thanks for the call. No, I'm just kidding. You know that I'm kidding. Go ahead, Tyler.
Okay.
So wrong.
Anyway.
I'm out of time, Tyler. Thanks for calling.
Geez, but thanks for hanging out.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead. You got 30 seconds.
Okay. So anyway, I went out with this girl and broke up with her. 5 years went by.
5 years was the
5
breakup.
years.
And he still got issues with her. Yes.
So 5 years go by.
Yes.
And she starts calling back.
Mm-hmm. How many years went by again, Tyler?
Huh?
Go ahead.
Okay. But so 5 years goes by. She starts.
Was it 5 years, Tyler? Because I heard something about it being 5 years. Is that right?
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years go by, and all of a sudden now she started to call back. How long ago did she start calling back?
This was about a month or two ago.
Wow.
Okay, so you got 5 years ago.
Yeah, 5 years, Terry.
Okay, and then now recently a month ago.
A month or two ago, she started calling back. And what's the problem? Sounds like she's ready for a lap around the track for old time's sake. Sounds good to me.
Well, yeah, it would be for good time's sake, but this time now she's married
old time,
and she has a kid and a kid on
Even
the way.
better.
Wow.
Yeah,
She's
you don't have to worry about getting her pregnant. You don't have to worry about her like getting all caught up in you. She's married. She's got a kid on the way, and she wants to lap around the track with you for old time's sake. Now, how big's her baby bump?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
How far along is she with the pregnancy?
About 5 or 6 months.
Marginal. She's showing. She's definitely showing. If it's her second, she's definitely showing. All right, you can work around that.
Whoa!
So what is she call? What is she calling for? What is she calling you for? Is that what is she calling you for?
Well, I mean, like, should I be like, all right, well, come along?
What has she said?
over
What has she said to you? She wants to meet up with you. How is she?
Well, what she said.
Are you feeling pretty confident that you can have sex with her?
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, then absolutely do it. Absolutely do it.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean,
what does he want out of it? Is he just
nothing? That's perfect.
Come on, but what does she want?
She wants to feel loved by Tyler one last time. She's a little confused. She's not happy with the way her life has gone. She wants Tyler one last time, and then she'll go on and have the baby with the schlub that she's married to. And she wants one good last time with Tyler, Terry. I've read this book before.
Have you?
I've been to this movie before. It always ends well. Tyler.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about... She's obviously in a bad state of mind to some capacity, but that's not your worry, okay? She's going to be in that bad state of mind whether you do anything at this point or not. So don't feel like you're required to be some kind of good guy here and not take her up on this offer, because the chances are if you don't show her the love that she's looking for in some sense here, then she'll get it from somebody else. So don't feel like you're doing her a service by turning her down.
Right.
All right?
All right, man.
All right. And you know her, and she knows she's comfortable with you. You had a long-term relationship 5 years ago, right?
Yeah. It was like 2 or 3 years.
All right. And you care about her to some degree, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then do as she requests.
Then why did you
break up?
Why did you break up, Terry wants to know.
Well, I mean, it was basically she moved off, and it was...
She moved off what?
She moved out of town. She moved out of state.
So. All right. Now she's back in the state?
Yeah.
And you're feeling comfortable that she wants to come over and have sex with you?
Oh, yeah. She's like, well, next time you see me, you'll wake up and I'll be in your bed. I was like, oh.
Okay.
All
right.
So it doesn't really disturb you that she's pregnant with her husband's baby and you going to have sex with her?
Well...
Go Jimmy Free. It's all it makes me think.
Wow. Terry, you said it, not me.
Yeah, Tyler.
Dude.
It's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. Something tells me you'll be able to supply the weed. Okay, Tyler.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know what was going on. Why don't you call us back when you... I want you to call me back on 2 occasions. Number 1, when you make your final decision, which it sounds like you're pretty close to making right now.
Yeah.
All right, and number 2, I want you to keep me posted on how this thing all shakes out.
All right, man.
All right?
Yep.
Hopefully we won't be talking about a baby shaking out here, Terry.
Jeez.
She's in a bad spot right now, this girl.
I know, but
and she needs the comfort of Tyler's familiar arms to make her feel a little bit more settled.
But is that really a turn-on, doing somebody else's pregnant
Terry,
woman?
sex isn't always about a turn-on.
What is it about? I mean, don't you kind of...
Power.
It's not about power. It's not about a turn-on. It's not always about this comfort level that I speak. It's about a lot of things rolled up into one. She likes Tyler. Tyler seems like a nice enough guy.
Yeah, nice enough guy.
All right.
All right, whatever.
Okay.
I guess that's...
That'll be some good sex for Tyler.
Wow.
Let me tell you this. I have learned the hard way that sex with a pregnant woman, Terry, can feel like some of your best sex ever.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Learned that the hard way.
The hard way?
Mm-hmm.
You had to learn it?
I don't know what the hard way means, but don't ask me to go any deeper than that. I've said that a few times in my life.
Wow.
All right?
Maxed out.
There it is. It's about as deep as I can get with you here, Terry. You understand?
I got it.
Okay. It's Tyler.
Yeah, that is.
I still have some backstage passes, Terry.
Woo, let's
Tyler
do it.
didn't want him. He just wanted me to help him through this situation. He wants to know his level of responsibility. Well, that's the most beautiful thing about this, is there's like no responsibility involved. What, are you supposed to be responsible for her mental state? No, she's responsible for her own mental state.
I understand.
Okay?
But I'm not.
What?
I
What?
just figured that
What's
it's
your
just a little
problem?
weird.
The whole world's a little weird, Terry.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. There you go.
Conceded.
Who's conceded?
She conceded.
She conceded,
to you.
Yes. I don't think she was trying to score any kind of victory there. I think she knows him, right? And she also knows that...
The burning bush has spoken. Don't f*** with the burning bush.
No, only pregnant women used to go out with 5 years ago.
The T-Man Show.
Get off what? I don't know if this song started, Terry, back in, what was it, like 2000? But this song really captures the essence of the theme of the morning, don't you say? Don't you think?
Actually,
okay, yes. Now, I have a lot of calls that are waiting that I probably won't be able to get to, but let me see if I can get to a couple final ones. Like Nikki in Emeryville has to be talked to, Terry, because she feels it's perfectly acceptable for guys to come up to her in the club and grind all over her as much as they want, and she feels all women should feel that way. Is that right, Nikki?
Yes, that is absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. And why do you have that position?
Because it's a lot of females that have low self-esteem and don't even know what it feels like to be grinded on. So, you know, when you go to the club and they grind on you or whatever, then they feel kind of special and want to, you know, be vulnerable. So, well.
Wow. Nikki's saying the average woman out there has a low self-esteem. It's human nature to have low self-esteem, Terry. And she's saying this will only prop you up a little bit.
Well, I'm just saying a lot of women out there, and a lot of women want that attention, and they just lie
but you
and say,
especially, you don't want this to stop. You're hoping that this conversation this morning doesn't lead to guys being reluctant to walking up to you at a club, rolling up on Nikki's fine ass, Terry, and doing what they need to do.
I'm so used to it. I'm so used to it, so it's like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's to be expected. It's just like going to a club saying, I don't want anybody to talk to me, don't dance with me, but I'm in a club, you know?
Right. I don't want any dancing at that club. I don't want there to be any alcohol at this club.
Right, exactly. So you go to the club, you expect to be grinded on, or you expect to be picked up like...
Terry's rolling her eyes. Terry's saying it's not as much of an expected thing as finding alcohol in a bar or dancing in a club. She's saying grinding on a woman is not as regular as you're making it sound.
It's not regular.
Oh, it is. It's irregular. All right, thank you for the call. Kind of like me. Anyway, Terry.
Yes.
Time is short, and so am I. I have these backstage passes. We're going to have a lot of backstage passes for Summer Jam to give away, don't you know? It's not just a one-day thing. So if I don't give away these today, which it looks like I may not be able to unless we do it in the after show, I will just add on to the backstage passes that I'll have to give away in the coming weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I talked about there being a Jazzy and Eric Flowers after show, Terry. That's not going to be today.
Oh, I was so looking forward
No, not today,
to it.
but I'm saying it's going to turn week. I don't want to do it today. I got to build it up. You know, get them both on the same page because of FaceTime with these two to find out whether they can, turn them nickels into manhole covers for 10 to 15 minutes during the after show.
Touch each other's bases for a while.
Yeah, it may take you. This is all program director jargon, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you're aware as we are. It's more of an inside joke than anything. But they may spend the entire 10 to 15 minutes of the after show, Terry, trying to figure out where the other's head's at.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I know.
Yes, up their asses. No, these are top flight program directors to the stars, and we don't want to just be selfish and save them all for us. We're ready to unveil them on the world. In the after show kind of situation. So what I'm telling you, Terry, is at some point this week, maybe tomorrow, if you'll remind me, because I forget everything, like my own name, you'll have to tell me, hey, get these two on the phone so we can set up what day is going to work for both of them.
Right, because tomorrow we already know what's going on.
Tomorrow, Kilbreath's birthday show.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be hosting your after show festivities.
I'm preparing.
I'm going to call in sick for that one.
He's preparing right now.
He's writing it all out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, then at 11:30 we will do this.
Stephen, the after show can't go more than 15 minutes. Are you aware of that?
That's it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's technical reasons.
Technical reasons?
No, it's the truth. Happens to be the truth. It sounds
really?
funny, but it's the truth, yes. Can't go past 10:02.
Huh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Actually, no, you can't go past 10:07. I don't know, but you don't go past 10:02. All right?
10:02, all right.
Yes.
I'll have to cut back that interview.
I'm going to make sure to start the after show.
He's got interviews lined up.
10:01.
Can't give anything away either.
Let's welcome Kenny Rogers to the show.
You're excited about this, Stephen? It's your big hosting debut, is that right?
It's nerve-wracking a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not till tomorrow.
Yeah, and I don't know if it'll ever really come to fruition, but...
Well, it's your birthday. I'm not going to deny you hosting. I was going to let you host the after show one of these days anyway. Might as well do it on your birthday.
That would make
Stephen doesn't
the most
believe I was
sense.
ever going to let him host the after show.
Well, no,
too good to be true.
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with that.
Anyway, as far as today's radio portion of the morning show, known as T-Man in the Morning, it is in the books, but the after show begins in 30 seconds.
The T-Man Show.
After show begins in 10 seconds. I don't even know if that's close.
Are you counting? Or?
In my head, yes, Terry.
Oh, okay.
And you're breaking my flow.
Oh, sorry.
Gotta start over now.
After show begins in 30 seconds. 27, 26, 25, 24, 23.
Are we almost there?
Terry, you're breaking my flow. Can you just keep it down?
Sorry.
After show begins in 30 seconds.
All right.
It's already the best after show we ever had. I got to start over again. I broke my own flow.
I didn't even say anything.
I understand. I broke my own flow.
Well,
after show begins in 30 seconds.
What do y'all know? You don't know.
Can't face me now, Terry.
Klingon.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15.
Yeah.
14, 30.
Are we there?
10. 9, 8.
Oh, doodles.
A 7, 6, 5. 4, 3. A 2. A 1. We have to do this every day.
Whoa.
Yes.
Anyway.
The only thing I could get Terry Free to is the after show extravaganza, and you are listening to it now, even though I didn't promote it. I forgot to say where to go for people who aren't familiar enough with the after show to know to go to www.thetmanshow.com. But if you did, you must be a real loyal person to the program, because here we are on the after show experience, and I'm going to start right off the bat, Terry, by giving something away. I don't know to who, I don't know to what, but let me clear these phone lines. The after show code word is
Okay.
And that'll prove to us that even though I forgot to give the website address, that you are figuring it out on your own and you don't need our help. And if you call in right now and give us the after show code words, you're going to win a very fine prize as I clear the phone lines to find the first caller. What were you saying, Stephen Kilbreath?
All those people with the radio still on wondering where the after show is. Terrible. They didn't know where to go.
1-866-663-T-Man is still the phone number to call for your after show extravaganza. Let me clear these lines. Yeah, know the code words.
Yes.
Because we'll know if you don't. You're on the air.
I am listening to the after show.
On what?
On my computer.
Oh, it sounds like she is. On her computer, yes. Woo! And you would like to be rewarded for that without me even giving out I forgot, Terry, to give out the website address. And she knows enough on her own to know where to go. And who is this?
This is Sherry.
From where?
Monterey.
Monterey. And what would you like as far as us rewarding you for being an after show listener? What would you like us to send you in Monterey?
What are you giving out? Are you giving out
first of all, what's the code words?
Yeah, she has
it's woohoo.
That's right. Okay. Well, not woohoo, but all right. Yes.
Well,
what would you like us to send you? Would you like some CDs perfectly tailored to your musical interests or what?
Yeah, can I get some CDs?
Who do you like? Who are you listening to? What artists are making it happen for you these days?
I don't know. Whatever R&B is out right now.
Are you more of like a neo girl? You more of like a hardcore rap girl? What are you?
I have neo, so let's do rap.
You want some hardcore, like thug, fabulous stuff?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Good. Like that Atlanta woman, Terry. Yes.
All right. She likes a little thuggish.
All right. Hang on the line.
Okay.
What's your name again?
Cherry.
Cherry?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cherry, I thought.
Sherry or Cherry?
Sherry.
Oh,
Sherry.
Yeah.
Now you heard Cherry, and I heard Cherry.
Yeah, it sounded like Cherry. Sounded like Cherry to me, too.
Sherry with a CH or Sherry with an SH?
SH.
SH. Oh, damn. All right, hang on the line. There you go.
Sherry.
Cherry. No, that's what I said. Sherry. Oh, so it's SCH.
probably.
I see. Terry, give me an after-show story that you saved particularly for the after-show extravaganza, if you did, in fact, do that.
I did.
Oh, I know you did.
It's going to amaze you and just floor you, this
wow,
story.
I can't be amazed and floored at the same time,
Well,
Terry.
you will today, because guess what? For some reason, ladder injuries are up 50%.
Ladder injuries?
Ladder injuries since 1990, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, an assistant professor at Ohio State University's College of Medicine thinks that it's because we don't respect the ladder.
Gotta have respect for your fellow ladder.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I blame backyard wrestling for this, Terry.
I think so. She says, quote, individuals using ladders are often not mindful of the severe risks associated with use.
So we're just like abusing our friend the ladder, going up and, breakdancing at the very top.
Something.
It is dangerous.
It is.
And people don't have the same kind of caution that they used to have when they used to climb. People used to be in fear of climbing a ladder, basically shaking and holding on for dear life.
Yes.
Now people are like, whoa!
Ladder here, ladder there, throw it on up.
Oh, jeez.
Well, they have weight limits on them, too, which I never knew.
You didn't know that?
So that's your excuse to get out of some handiwork around the house, Stephen?
It's a good
It was like 200 pounds, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
You're like, that was 8th grade.
You need a sturdier ladder.
200 pounds.
Wow.
You can't go on the top 2 bars.
There's like more people trying to do it yourself stuff around the house too. The Home Depot weekend warriors.
Terry, I gave away a pack of CDs to our friend Sherry in Monterey.
Yes.
I don't want to neglect those listeners up in the Northwest.
Okay.
So I said at the end of the radio portion of the program that I may save the backstage passes for Summer Jam for a later date. But why shouldn't I reward a Northwest or Bay Area versus... Actually, no, I said I already gave something away to the Bay Area. So anyone listening up in the Northwest that wants to prove that they're after-show listening right now, I'm going to give you backstage passes to Summer Jam.
Okay.
If you know the code word.
Wow.
And the new code word is... What, Stephen? It's your birthday. Come on. Make it roll.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. How about that?
It's as good as we got.
The creativity never ends, huh?
It's a tough one. The first person...
You guys were great.
First person, when in doubt...
Yeah, strike.
Lash out.
Lash out in its pathetic ways.
Lashing out at me.
First person who can call in with Stephen Kilbreath's very non-creative after-show code words is going to win the very coveted, I would imagine you want to be backstage at any concert, but not to mention this kind of magnitude of a concert with Nas and Ludacris and Bone Thugs, and who else is going to be hanging, rolling around backstage, Terry, at this concert? You got T-Pain and
Terry
Baby
Free.
Boy and Terry Free.
Family?
Kilbreath. No family.
You're not bringing the family?
You're on the air. Who's this?
Tiffany,
Tiffany from where?
Seattle.
And you're listening to the after show right now?
Yes.
And do you know what Stephen Kilbreath, who racked his brain and worked as hard as he possibly could do on the spot, and what after-show code words he came up with? Were you listening to that?
Yeah.
And those words were what?
Woo!
Well, woohoo was our code words from earlier on in the after-show.
Yeah, it wasn't even woohoo.
It wasn't even.
What are the new after-show code words? Tiffany, you're this close to being backstage.
Tiffany, come on.
What's that?
On July 28th at the Summer Jam Experience. Do you know what the after-show Stephen Kilbreath code words are?
I can't hear you. No.
Well, that's the answer then. No. I would have liked her backstage, Terry. She sounded kind of nice.
I wonder who the first person was to ever do that in a song. The noise Terry made.
Who's this?
No.
Renee.
You don't even know what.
Who is this?
Renee.
Renee? Where are you calling from?
Auburn.
Do you know the after-show code words?
Yes.
And what are they?
It's a tough one.
Yes, those are them. Yes, believe it or not.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one, yeah. So what are you listening on right now, Renee?
I'm the T-Man after show.
I understand. But where are you listening on? What kind of apparatus? On your laptop? On your home computer? What are you listening on?
I'm at work on the internet.
On the internet.
right.
Taking up company time listening to the after show, Terry.
Streaming takes up a lot of bandwidth.
But being rewarded for it, Renee, because you're going to be backstage at Summer Jam, not just at Summer Jam. But backstage. How old are you, Renee?
I am 29.
29. The age maximum for backstage is 28.
Oh, just missed it. But thanks for playing.
And now I'll make an exception for you because you're an after-show listener.
Thank you.
Renee neglecting her work duties to listen to the after show. How can we deny her backstage access, Terry?
She'll be taking a work duty a little bit later.
Now, Renee, is Nas, is Ludacris, are they going to be happy with the way you look backstage, or are they going to just completely walk right on by you?
To be honest, they probably will walk by.
Why? You that bad or what?
Well, I just had a baby 6 months ago, so I'm still a little
it's every woman's excuse, whatever. All right, hang on.
You got plenty of time to lose all that baby weight.
Yeah, 6 months. How much time do you need?
Yeah.
If it ain't happening at the 6 month point, it ain't happening. But congratulations, Renee. You're going to be backstage with all of us. Pasty, there's your after show winner, Renee.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. You're on that, Pasty?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 29. Perfect.
I'm glad we could reward after-show listeners. What are you typing, Terry? What are you typing right now? Do you ever stop typing?
Through the whole show, she's typing.
You haven't noticed? Typing through the whole show. What can you be typing right now? Tell me what you're typing.
Just checking in on people, and then Angel, I'm amming Angel about some.
Dirty, like you some little angel in the morning.
Okay. I don't want to break your flow there, Terry.
Okay, you're not.
Okay.
I'm good.
Because you'll be happy to hear, so you can fully concentrate on all you and Angel need to discuss, that today's after show is in the books.
The T-Man Show.